Welcome back to Dice Dropping Song of Ice and Fire, the Chronicle of House Weirlight. We are getting into it. We are coming to a culmination ahead
Hell
to
yeah.
possibly reveal a very intense and elaborate plot. And all
Hell
that's left is the interrogation of Ormond Bulwer. If that is his real name.
Who knows?
Don't know.
That's the problem. We don't know. So, I mean, who's there? Who wants to go?
Well,
Well,
Teedrick, gather
plan.
your forces.
I know Teedrick's going there. I'm talking about the PCs, because if a PC wants to be there, they're going to be there. That's just kind of how we're doing it.
I'll be there. I want to be there.
Henrik?
It might make sense for Nymora to be there.
I think that makes sense
Just
too.
as backup.
You know you want to.
But I'm told because I'm like I want to go because I want to find out all the secrets. But does it make sense if Vivian goes?
Yes.
Yeah, you could.
I have a
you
perfect
could-
way to make
She
it make
also
sense.
wants to know things, even if she doesn't actively know the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, even if you think that you wouldn't be there in the room because it's
Mhm.
inappropriate or whatever, you could be like listening at the door.
That's for sure. Have
There
secret
is-
events in
Yes,
every room.
that's the best part. There's no door. The door is gone.
You could just be lurking
except-
by the doorway.
I had a
Thumbs
different
up,
way.
I'm going.
Well, yeah,
I
we can
was
see that.
planning for
Mm-hmm.
us to be sitting down for tea and have him
Oh.
brought to us in my study.
Ooh, that's a power move.
Jesse and I have
That
been
is
talking,
such a
and I'm
power
like,
move.
Me and
okay,
Aaron
where,
were
where
talking.
would you bring him? And it's like, okay, it's like what would you do? It's like
That
kind of
is-
go through some of
ooh.
the plot.
There.
Like, okay, so
And I'm
what-
just bringing
what
him in
goes
to
through
have some
Teedrick's
tea
head?
with them and to discuss what's been going on.
Yeah,
Since
dude,
I've had him kept away.
that's not bad. Not gonna
Hey
lie.
man, we're just here chilling, having a conversation.
Just
Yeah,
being
I mean,
chill.
I want to know, Mariella,
I'll
do
be
you want
there.
to be there?
That's totally fine.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's awesome. I'm glad everyone can be there. Whether you do stuff and when we do intrigue stuff, even if you're not saying anything, you can participate in an intrigue.
Mhm.
Coordinate
All
can
right.
make its appearance again.
Yes, it can.
It's been so long, and it's scary.
Also, if shit gets weird, Teedrick and Nymora are there. I mean, Henrik too. Henrik's a good fighter.
I'm also there. Thank you.
Henrik can
Yeah.
double dip on both halves of this.
Yeah.
He can.
Yeah,
Henrik
I'm really excited
Henrik is a talker and a fighter.
I
And-
always have my tower shield and bastard sword nearby.
Just have,
Uh-huh.
It's a nice sit-down tea, but I just also have my tower shield right next to me.
The tower shield and the sword and
It's just
and
hiding
fucking
behind a
Reaper just
protector.
Not
casually
Reaper. I
leaning
do
into
not
the
have
wall.
Reaper nearby.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, it would be kind of interesting.
I assume you're not wearing your armor either because you
No.
don't want to appear weak.
For the purposes of this, am I still injured? Do I have
Oh,
injuries or
what do
don't-
you?
I
What do
don't
you?
I don't
I mean,
think
another day went by. Another day went by. So
Yeah.
any injuries you have,
Yeah.
another injury would be cleared. But it's a week for if you have any wounds.
it's because I technically didn't take any.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, it just knocked me down immediately, and I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna pass this because it's a con save basically." And so I just used the destiny point. So I technically didn't get any, but I still
that's awesome.
I still had an axe in me.
Right.
But
Yeah, that's
I
right.
I never took an injury.
Cool. Then if you don't have any injury
Mm.
or wounds listed, then you don't have any injuries or wounds listed.
Okay,
I think you're sore, but
Yeah,
and
I'm definitely sore, and we have
and
to
like
discuss-
you're a little stiff on your left side, but
Yeah.
you know what? Spears are really great for countering that shit.
Yeah,
So
and we have to discuss my consequences eventually. But for
we
now,
do. I know what they are.
uh,
Don't worry. It's
Fuck.
nothing too horrible.
yeah.
But yeah, Teedrick.
Thorsten.
Thorsten, on the other hand.
Who besides obviously your family council here, is there anyone else you wish present, or at least nearby? I
John,
assume John. Yeah,
he will be outside of he's going to be the one that's bringing him to me. So
understood. Yeah.
Kyle will not be present
Understood.
because we're not drinking wine, we're drinking tea.
We're drinking tea. Okay. Anyone else of your staff?
Do you want Orton to be there? Ooh, or Clarissa's sister.
Catalina.
Katrina?
Catalina.
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 Hmm.
I mean, Catalina can be serving the tea. Someone has to serve,
Yeah.
you know.
Ooh, yeah. It's good. It's good.
Catalina serving the tea. There we go.
Okay. If that is all, then we can get into it. So, Tiedric, you would like Ormond Bulwer to be brought to your study where you have set up a small tea.
Mhm.
All right. So, who sat at the table? Who do you want sat at the table, Tiedric? Is Vivienne next to you? Are you?
Of course.
Excellent. Henrik, are you? Henrik? Are you sat at the table, or are you like in one of the lounge chairs and other things? I mean, you're taking tea. Are you just like cool? Are you coolly there in the distance?
Yeah.
Or are you?
I'm hard mode cool guying it for sure.
Cool boy
I'm just like,
lean.
eh,
Yes.
Yeah, cool guy lean. I'm like in one of those nice padded chairs, one leg crossed over the other. Just
Sipping. All right, Nymora, I assume you're in a
Holding
are
up the
you
wall.
in a
I am holding up a wall. I am armored.
I assumed, yeah.
Yeah,
You're-
and I think I
you're-
just
you're
have
doing your
like
thing.
my spear in a holster on my back, and just
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hell, probably, yeah, probably in your hand, just waiting.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mariella, are you sat at the table with your parents, or are you sat off on like a side chair or like a side table thing, of just like sipping tea? What do we got? What do you?
I
where
feel
you
like
at?
I'm in a chair adjacent to Henrik's cool boy lean.
Excellent. Yep, he sat up on a couch, and you're in like one of those chairs, the table next to you, and you're just like, hello. You got the badass the twins. Yep, excellent. Okay, good to know. So yeah, if you want, John does bring Ormond. He's not bound or anything, but he seems the door opens. Ormond comes in. He looks like he hasn't gotten much sleep, seeing as he was forced to sit in a chair. But but yeah, he kind of blinks and looks around to see how better lit this room is, and he's just like,
Lord Ormond, come in.
afternoon,
Afternoon.
Lord Weirlight.
Quite. Have a seat.
Yeah, you gesture this. I'm guessing the seat across. Yeah,
Mhm.
he goes to sit, and Catalina like takes the seat out for him and puts it under him. She serves him tea. I think Catalina is like, yes. I think this afternoon we're having a Sauge long tea from me. I think from Mir. It's quite fruity. It's quite light. I think light. Nothing too heavy from last night's festivities. It's very much like a red color. Vivian, you love it because it tastes like your favorite wine, but it's not alcoholic.
Oh, goodness, such a treat.
So,
These
so
cults one day.
for us nerdy tea people, are we talking like a Darjeeling situation?
Yeah, we're talking about our
Got it.
Darjeeling situation. You picked up on it. Yeah.
You
I'm a
guys
tea
look
drinker. I
cute
got
and
this.
Yeah, me too.
So
Like,
Oh.
I am a giant tea nerd. So, all right. Absolutely. So yeah, you the tea is served. I think Tiedric and Vivian and Mary, everyone in the room, especially the more socially adept people, can definitely tell him being brought here has definitely like shaken him up a little bit. Like he does seem a little more off kilter that you've done this.
Good.
He goes, thank you for the tea. He does drink it fairly like quickly as he's just, and she
Of course,
serves
you can
him
have. Yes.
yeah, some of course tea. You don't just have tea, of course. You have like little snacks.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and he gets
We're
served some,
civilized,
and
goddammit.
he eats them, and I thank you very much for having me for tea, Lord Weirlight. I hope now is a good time. Lady Vivian, sorry for not acknowledging you, and then he looks around the room and he's just like, "Oh, bit dips his head, Lord Henrik, Lady Mariella, like Sir Nymora, yes."
I just stare at him.
He goes, "I believe so." Um,
This isn't my
uh,
fight. I'm here to look as intimidating as possible.
you're doing it.
Yeah.
He looks at you guys and just goes, "Perhaps now this is a good time to discuss what we need to discuss."
Yes. First off, I'd like to apologize for the treatment that you have received, but we had to look into things, as you understand.
I do, my lord, and I hope I was as accommodating as I could be. I know my man,
Yes.
he had problems, I knew, but I never knew they were to the extent that they did, and I will say that I do mourn the man, but I do not and cannot condone, well, like, we all know what he did.
Yes. Oh, you would like to know, we found your wife. She is safe.
Good.
No harm has befallen her. She is perfectly
Excellent.
fine. She's actually enjoying the festivities at the moment.
You know what, if I may ask, what happened to her? Why she couldn't be found for so long?
Mariella, don't you know that? Do you know that?
If I remember
I don't-
correctly, um, it had something to do with your man, with possibly the state of mind he was in, thinking that he was protecting her in the process of.
He put her somewhere or
I
something?
believe that's what it was. We were able to find her, unfortunately, much later.
I've caused her so much anguish. It's my own fault, and I take responsibility. Whatever Weregild I must pay and give to you, I readily do it, Lord Weirlight. I have to say I was merely intrigued by his story. I will admit something here. He is not actually a northerner. He was in fact a wildling. So it does make sense, his behavior now, and I thought him wished to be civilized, and his skill was great enough that I needed a man I could trust to do, well, we all need to do things we need to do. But apparently his sickness was far too gone for me, and for that I make amends.
Okay. I would like to make a roll
What would you like to do, Jesse? Tell me about it.
to see if he's hiding anything.
Sure, you'd see if he's fucking full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
An empathy check? Is that
See
what we're talking?
if there's a particular scent in the room.
Yeah, if everyone in the room, if
Yeah.
they wish, wants to give me an an awareness empathy
Empathy?
check,
Yeah.
they may.
Okay.
Cool.
I believe I have something to go along with
Ooh.
this.
Yeah, I'm about to double check for me too.
I have authority. Does that work here?
No,
Mm-mm.
no. That doesn't apply.
Just
It will
checking.
apply in a different way later. So
Okay.
keep hold. All right, we've got teacher good to 14. Very good.
Okay,
Vivian
so
with the
that won't help
17.
me.
Very nice. Hannah with a 15. Mariella with a 19. Are we all good with our rolls? We don't re-roll all that good stuff.
Is
Add
Nymora
one?
rolling anything? She gonna see?
I think I
just-
can reroll anything
just
on this
holding-
one.
Nah,
holding the wall.
she's mad dogging him. She's not caring what his feelings are. He's starting to see if he's going
Yeah.
for a knife.
I I literally do not give a shit why he did whatever he did or how he felt about doing it. Is that I think that my family knows that he did it, and so I'm angry at him.
Waiting. Yeah, you're fucking.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting.
Can I add real quick a something I want to look at specifically with my empathy role when he was talking about his response to Ashelika being missing. That's mostly what I
Sure.
want to describe. Like was a hidden
All right.
meaning why he wanted to find her.
All right, cool. So just double check before we continue. Everyone's cool with this. No one wants to spend a destiny point to like add. You can add one or reroll, but if everyone's cool, everyone cool.
Cool,
We're
cool,
cool.
cool.
We're cool.
All right, we cool. Cool.
Hold on. I would like to spend a destiny point to add one.
To add one to
Yes.
make it
To get up
15?
to
One.
15.
Yes.
You're all right. You're up to 15. So Tiedrick, and Henrik,
Hmm.
the boys, our
Yeah.
boy.
Mhm.
You're looking at him, and I mean, Henrik, you better than any of them. Like, you know what,
Yeah.
like what's been going on with Ashelika, and what she said to you, and you believe the care and worry in his voice wholeheartedly, and the knowledge you have in that contradiction.
Mhm.
I mean, does that make you feel a little sick?
Yeah. Yeah, it
That
kinda
you know
does.
what he did, but you just genuinely believe he was so relieved and seemed like he genuinely does care about her.
Mhm.
Tiedrick, I mean, you know things about this guy, right? But
Mhm.
everything he said, I think everything feels so fucking genuine and so direct and simple. And God, wouldn't this just be an easy way to end this scenario, to just do this? And it's frustrating for you, I think, because you know he must be hiding things, but you believe every word. Now, Vivian, you're with your boys. You believe all the words he's saying, but you also know, I mean, you hear his language. You're very good with language, Vivian. He's saying very specific things at specific times. He's fucking good. This guy has yet to say something that is an actual and direct opinion or admission of anything, right? It's just, oh well, we know, and oh, that, like, his wording is very good and very careful and very, but the way he's speaking is so casual and so genuine, and it's, I think, probably, I don't know if it's annoying Vivian, but I think you're sizing him up. He's obviously you believe his language skill, I will just say, probably pretty high. Now, Mariella, it's the same. Every word sounds incredibly genuine.
Okay.
But you also catch the careful and near perfect wording, almost so that when you hear it, you're just like, oh, of course, and then you go, no, and you have to know that you have to, like, correct yourself to know that this guy is full of shit. But
He
everything
never uses
he's
like I
yeah.
statements.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Or if he does, he doesn't finish them, but he doesn't finish them in such a normal way of how people speak. This guy is, in fact, you believe this guy would be a really great orator. You think this guy probably is used to talking to lots of people simultaneously, and you definitely can tell he is very aware of where everyone is in the room, and he doesn't seem uncomfortable that people are at his back, you know. And he every time you say something, he fully turns to look at you. This guy is a master of conversation, you genuinely believe. But despite you knowing better, Mariella, nothing about his words have betrayed a thing. Unfortunately, none of you hit the TN. Mariella was the closest, very close.
Mhm.
You know there's something off, but so far you haven't caught him in anything, and this guy is careful. You know, if you're gonna catch him in something, you know that your group is gonna have to push. That doesn't mean threaten him or anything, but it's like engaging him in casual conversation and in the way of natural things leading. He definitely seems to have a lot of control at the moment. But you also know that your group has the real power here, like socially. Like, you can get him in that bind. You're not afraid of that, but this is, I think Tidrick and Henrik are feeling a little like, oh fuck, with this guy and how we're going to do this. But I think Vivian and Mariella are very like, all right, this is a tough nut, but let's see how we can crack it. Nymora, he hasn't gone for a knife yet. You don't think his pants are a little tight, so you don't think there's anything in there. But
listen, I know how dangerous people can be without weapons, so.
It's true. Actually, if you want to make an awareness notice test just to like keep a fucking eye on him, you can.
I mean, it's just straight awareness for me, so
That's fine. Yeah. See what's what.
I will give it the old college try.
The old college try.
Yeah, 5.
A 5.
I'm just staring at him.
What is your passive in comparison?
It's 8, I believe.
Okay.
It's 2 times. It's your rank times 4, so I believe it is 8. So keep that in mind.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, so he said all that. So Tidrick, or if anyone else wants to go, but yeah, he just kind of goes. So how do we resolve this, my lord? What can I do? This on the very day of your son's wedding. Congratulations, by the way. And he turns and looks at you and he goes, I think it's very interesting to be in the room with my brother-in-law.
Just like, I think.
Yeah, you just realized that, huh?
Yeah. Oh boy. I just like smile, like nod, and like raise my that
Cup of
my tea.
salsa.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you little saucer. Yeah, he's your
Hey, Rudy.
brother-in-law.
Yeah. Oh my god. This family. Okay.
I do believe there's just a few more things that we needed to address.
Of course. And he puts his tea glass down. He takes the thing and wipes his mouth, sets it down, and looks at you.
Aaron, do you Hesvig, do you have some?
No, I'm just waiting. The anticipation.
No, we're just waiting. Hesitantly, like,
Oh.
huh?
Okay, since
Give it a sec.
so I did have something.
Okay.
With that, us believing him, since we didn't get roll high enough.
Yeah.
About his business.
Like again, you're all not stupid. You're not just like, oh, well, I guess he's innocent. It's just you have information and the tone, and he's being just so genuine, and it's just like
we haven't caught him in it yet.
Right. So I don't know how much to tip my hand to see if that would unsettle him. But I guess then
he seems very comfortable in this scenario currently.
You want to keep him comfortable though?
I don't. I feel like if it's not working, I want to try something else. Maybe you guys can let me know. If it's
go for it.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking something along the lines of it's like well, terrible business that it is, the death of one's under one's employ, and now that that's settled, I'm so sorry that you missed the festivities due to this horrible misunderstanding. I was
very excited to be able to finally come to an event at Thealden Hall. I have heard they are quite impressive.
Yes.
Castle is far more well, maybe not imposing, but grander than mine.
Oh, it's nothing. It just allows us to invite more people to enjoy times such as this. And I got to know quite many lords and ladies of the Reach I myself have been able to due to this wonderful time getting together. And many of them seem to know you very well.
Oh, yes. I mean, a lot of the minor houses, would trade being what it was up the Mander. And, and my family being the final guardian of it, you get to know a good amount of people.
And I mean, with your trade going up Mander, do you know much about trade throughout all of the Reach?
Well, yes, I'd be a poor a poor oh fuck, what's the term? Toll taker. I'd be a poor toll taker if I didn't know the the trade routes. But yes. So Vivian, I kind of see what you do. You want to like name drop all the people he
I do.
duped? Like, I got to know like
Mhm.
Lord Sotharth and like Lady
Mhm.
Florence and Lady just like
Exactly.
yeah. Okay, cool. I dig this. Why don't I mean this sounds like the opening volley
Mhm.
of an intrigue.
Title call.
Mhm. All right, who's involved in the intrigue? Who's coming in? All right. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
boosting
yeah.
Mom.
All right. Namora, you're there in case shit happens.
In case we
In case
switch
we
to
go
combat.
Also,
combat.
Namora, anytime if you want to jump in and like say
Yeah.
something or yell at him, you do that, okay?
I mean,
you have
I
the
do.
ability to.
Yeah, like I do have
Mhm.
fuck, what is it?
Mhm.
It's
mhm,
not
mhm.
like I do have a bonus dice and taunt.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
again, you can just be there to help
Mhm.
the rest of the group if you want to try and like goad him into things and
Yeah.
all that good stuff. Yeah, that's absolutely a thing you can do.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
I will give that a shot. I am support.
excellent.
I am
All right,
I am
cool.
here as intimidation.
So I would very much like everyone, yes, everyone, Vivian, because he does have eloquent.
Mm.
As I said, his mastery of language is
Indeed.
quite adept.
I felt it coming.
She felt
I very
attacked.
much would like everyone to make a status
Reputation.
Oh,
That's
reputation.
about right.
Yes. Whack.
Look at all these high fucking numbers.
I'm gonna
And me.
use a destiny point.
And Nymora.
Mariello at 26. Hot numbers.
Real is insane.
All right, so
That's
it's going.
bonkers.
All right, cool. So this is how initiative is going to go.
Ooh, Henrik, you're going at the same time as Bleak. Ooh.
No, he's not, because
Bleak's
the
got
context. Because Bleak and you have eloquent, which means you will always go first.
Ah,
We were rolling to see which one of you went first.
understood. And
You
I
got an
won.
18.
Yes.
Yeah, you got an 18. He got he got. Oh wait, hold on.
No,
Hold
18,
on.
17.
he's got
No.
other stuff maybe.
Oh, he has an ability where he gets to add his cunning
Dang.
to this roll, which means
That's
that
shit.
is actually a higher number.
Well, all right
We
then.
we
They
almost
say,
caught you there.
That's okay.
However, because you are opening this volley, I'm going to still start with you.
Oh,
Um,
As I
but
hate.
basically, in the first round, it's going to be you, then Bleak, and then we're going to
Mhm.
go in order.
Okay.
And then on the second round, it's going to be Bleak first and back down. Is that cool?
Yep.
Excellent. All right. So,
Do we need the order written down somewhere to help you, or
yeah. Hold on. I have it. I have
Okay.
it. Sorry, it's things are loading.
the nerve? The nerve of not
the
instantly
internet.
Yeah.
gratifying people.
It's disgusting, truly. Compooper. You know, Compooper, I'm a little sick of you right now. Kill me. Alrighty. Oh, hold on, one sec. All right. So. Oh, good. It restarted.
Do we
It's
need
all
to
good.
do we need to establish disposition for everybody?
We're gonna.
Mhm.
So first, it's gonna be okay. Then of course, Vivienne. And then of course it's going to be. It seems like. See, we got Mariella. Where's Teacher there? Oh, there you are. All right, so it's gonna be Mariella. Thank you, Mariella. Then Tedric. Then Henrik, and then Nymora with your 8.
Yeah. I'm vibing.
Mm-hmm. You haven't raised your status to 4?
No, because nothing has officially happened yet.
Oh yeah, you're not landed until after the wedding. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember now. We had a talk. We're good. We got it.
We'll get there.
Okay, excellent. So first up on that fucking volley, let's establish some shit. So first of all, disposition. What's your fucking disposition to this motherfucker? Come on.
Is it despised? Is that the or
Okay, so so it goes affectionate, friendly, amiable, indifferent, dislike, unfriendly, and then malicious.
Malicious
I
is
feel like
actively
malicious-
trying to kill him.
I don't know if I'm actively trying to kill him. As far as I
Well, so
know,
I'll tell you right. So I can read it to you.
okay.
Malicious characters actively work against you, doing what they can to harm you, even if it means putting themselves at risk. Malicious characters would wage war against you, harm your family, and do just about anything else they can to destroy or discredit you. Such characters are your dire enemies.
As far as I know, he's just been
Well,
sneaking
I will
trade
tell
as
you.
far as
I will
that
tell you. The next level up is unfriendly, which is unfriendly characters simply do not like you. These feelings may be grounded in good reason or not, but regardless, they hold you in disdain. Such characters will not seek to actively hurt you, but they won't interfere with those who would and can be easily convinced to conspire against you.
Because I don't want to get.
There's such a big leap right there.
Yeah.
It is. It is a really big leap.
Because I don't want to mix what I know as player knowledge and speculation to be with Vivienne. So.
Well, I mean, you know what Vivian knows. You know what
Yeah.
he's done in a lot of ways.
Yeah, which is just as far. Okay.
Which is
Then I think I'll go
a lot of.
Yeah. I'll
Well,
go with,
okay.
yeah.
Cool. Do you have adept negotiator?
I do.
You do?
I'm pretty sure I do. Hold on.
I didn't look. I
might-
didn't know if
might
you got it. I remember we talked about it, but I didn't know if you got it or not. That'd be awesome if you did.
Qualities. No, I think I took the
Oh yeah, you did the charismatic
yeah.
jumping thing. Well, that's fine.
I never thought I'd be this hateful toward anyone before.
Right? Here we are. All
Mhm.
right, so we know that you are malicious, but that does mean your DR is 7
Ugh.
against any shit he says, which is pretty
I
high.
know, but my shit's like in the toilet.
It's a -6 to any persuasion roll, yeah.
But
However,
yes.
however,
Mm.
yeah. So, sorry.
Mm.
Okay. So, let's see here. So that's your disposition. Very good. Now, you kind of definitely. I know what your what it is. I mean, you're
Goal. Information.
I mean, well, yes, your goal. What is your goal here? Actually, yeah. I mean, it's information, right? You want him to admit you're interrogating him. You want to admit the plan. I assumed. Yes, that's all your goals. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
Oh, sorry, I answered for everyone. Please, everyone.
Oh no, I'm assuming it's information.
I saw nods.
Okay.
I was the one who said information. So
Gotcha.
Yes,
I'm so
exactly.
sorry.
And then I saw lots of nods. But okay, you're because right now, I mean, Vivian, you're taunting him. That's like exactly what you're doing. Is you're taunting him.
Yeah.
You are going. oh, you know what's really funny? I just met this person, and just list every single person involved in his conspiracy.
Mhm.
I don't know what a taunt is if that is not a taunt. Like,
Or whatever. Well, I have stuff in both though.
yeah, so it because it's not incite. Incite is you want to make him mad against
Mm-hmm.
just something.
Yeah.
Well, actually, hold on, Vivian, where is your character sheet? It's probably in House Weirlight, Tony. There you are. Oh, look how happy and bright and shiny you are.
Excuse me.
With
On
insight.
all-
Oh, I forgot you're respected.
Yeah, but that's if he's doing something to me. I think
Yes. Well, I just make sure to like yell that at me
Yeah,
when we do
I had
stuff,
that
because
prepared
he's
for
probably gonna do stuff like that.
Yeah, I had that for if his I had that up and ready for his volley.
Eloquent, charismatic, and then that's right. You got magnetic
Yeah.
and favorite of nobles. Well, hey, guess what? His status is 4. So.
Oh, nice.
That works here.
Mhm.
But yeah. Yeah, Vivian. So, this is absolutely your taunt. Like,
Okay.
you're taunting him.
Mm.
You're goading him in a way. I can see argument for insight as well.
Or
Yeah.
intimidate also good.
You know, I would. You know what? Yeah, I would take that. I'd take
This
intimidate.
is a sort of social intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So which one would you prefer, Vivian? I would allow all 3 of those. Any 3 of those, excuse me.
No, you said it. All 3.
All 3. Okay. All 3. No, I think I'll go with. Intimidate. I don't want him.
Okay. Use intimidate to scare others to make them think twice before crossing you. This makes sense. I see this. This makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you have dice in intimidate?
I do.
Oh, you hot mama, you. All right.
That fan.
And then, oh wait, where is it? Where did it go? Aha. Of course I. But so my plus 1 bonus for 4 status above would apply for this.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
As he is a higher status.
But that's -6.
Yes.
Ugh.
Because you're using persuasion, right?
Yeah. Intimidate is under persuasion.
Yeah, so
Is
that'd
under
make it a
persuasion, yeah.
13.
That would make it a total of 13. Do you want to re-roll? Do you want to try to spend a destiny point to make that bigger? What are you feeling?
If I re-roll, I have to take that re-rolled number.
No,
you
you
take
can just
the
use the better
higher.
of the 2.
I
That's
think
why
I'll try
it's.
Yeah, I
you
think I'll
wanna
try
try-
my chances at re-rolling because I don't know.
All right.
if we have to hit. So I'm gonna
Sounds
minus
good.
Anyway, try to get a bigger number. Here.
Sounds good. That's a lot better. It's like a lot. It's like a lot better. It's like a much. It's like a better number in general.
Mhm.
I think
So 22.
Yeah. That's 3 6s. Jesus fucking Christ.
Man, if only
Yeah.
this was combat.
Right? Just dead. Just fucking. Yeah. So holy shit, -6 is still 20 fucking 2. Which I have to admit to you, yeah, gets past his defense. Yeah, definitely gets past his intrigue defense. But yeah, so that's a 22. So that's 3 degrees of success, and this goes off of your will rank for intimidate.
Understood.
What is your will?
So, my will is 3.
Okay, so that's 3 times 3 is 9.
Mhm.
You have affected him.
Nice.
Yeah, Vivian. There's like a twitch,
Mm-hmm.
just like a small twitch, just like look at my face now. He's like, just that, just a little like, oh, and just like, and there is something deeply satisfying in seeing just a moment of hesitation from this situation. Yeah, you think you're right. I will say with that just little thing, you think you're right. You think, yeah, this guy's good, but if you keep the conversation polite and as if you were trying to reason with him, you see he has a lot of like power in that, because all of you hate him so much. So yeah, you think this was a good call trying to like poke him, right? Yeah. So you say that. He just goes twitch. She goes, you are quite the hostess, madam. I wouldn't think with your guest list you've been able to see them all, but it sounds like you've managed to make everyone feel welcome at home. You must be very proud to have such a skilled wife, Lord Weirlight. And you see, yeah, his words were good and eloquent, and nothing betrayed them. But Vivienne and Tedric, the ones looking at his face, you saw it. You saw that moment of like, fuck. Like,
That's me.
Yep. It is Orman's turn.
The fat.
Yes, and he smiles a bit, and he will look directly at you, Vivienne. You see that, like, yeah, he definitely flinched, but he's now looking fully at you, and he goes, "I would think you would be a little more cautious around weddings. You know, I heard what happened at your nephew's wedding, and it must have been very quite horrible to be witness to such a thing, especially knowing, well, how your sister is." And when he says that, Vivienne, he hasn't, he's like, oh no, when that girl died, but he is implying, I think, Vivienne, he just said that he absolutely knows what happened.
Yeah.
And that he's just basically tipped that, I know your sister's crazy and murdered a girl. So he's coming at you.
Yep. He has a -1 dice if this is an intimidation, insight, or
Yep, he does. He does. He absolutely he absolutely has -1 dice. That is absolutely what he has. Sorry, we're doing lots of new things. We don't intimidate a bunch
I
here.
don't get intimidated. Oh, I never thought I'd be in this situation, and yet here I am.
Unless here I am. And he has
But once
favorite
you
of
fuck with the
those,
family.
So. Yeah, so he's got favorite nobles. I forgot. You gotta fucking take in so much shit here, man. All right, and then it's removed. Is it one test dice or one bonus dice?
It is one full test dice. Yes.
Yeah, it's hot. That's some hot shit. And that's reputation, right? It's because respected.
Yes, it is. It's respected.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I will note that now. Let's see what happens. Ooh.
But it's -7 because
you don't know his disposition.
I don't.
That's on you, girly.
I'm concerned about. I'm sorry. I'm concerned about.
It's her
myself.
DR, her armor. She's like, I automatically absorb 7.
That's
so
on you, girly.
I will say is that if at this point his disposition was affectionate towards us, that would be kind of weird.
That would be really weird. Hold on, he gets to reroll. He gets to reroll the ones.
But I have a okay. Oh, so that raises.
Boop. Ooh, much better. So that increases by 1 and then 3. So that's 16, total. 19. 19. And so then that changes that to 19. He and then it's a +5. So 24. And then I don't know, maybe minus stuff. You don't fucking know.
So it was just I was confused. I guess I'm just now confused as to where because I know my -7 to persuasion. Then where does the plus? Where does the other half of the disposition chart come?
What are you talking about?
Absorbing the amount that they're gonna
Oh yeah,
squash
that's the
your.
that's your armor. It's your armor.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
what the 7 is.
Okay.
And
It'll
you don't get to
absorb what
minus it
comes
from
at
his
you.
roll. It's
Okay.
just when he deals influence points to you, you get to -7 from it.
Okay.
Because fuck him.
That's where. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. No, he gets a
You don't
bonus.
It's the amount
So
of fucks you give about what's coming out of his mouth, -7.
What? Oh, so
Alright.
what's your intrigue defense? My
It's
love?
not great. It's 11.
I mean, it's still pretty good. All right, cool. So that's 3 degrees of success total. So that's 3 degrees. So that's going to be 15 influence on you.
Okay. I
Then minus the
-7.
-7. Okay.
So 8.
8. I still have to take frustration.
If you want to take a point of frustration, you can then remove your
Yeah.
will rank away from away from it. So
Okay.
goes down to 5.
And-
I think this whole thing is just going to be heavy hitters. I think we just have the advantage in numbers.
Yeah.
Hit 'em hard and hit 'em fast.
Then... Ooh. So we mark that in injuries or in...
So you would mark that in in a wound.
Okay.
Yeah, right underneath composure, you see 0. You can just hit the arrow down, so then it's like negative whatever.
Well, that's for composure, but she also took a point of frustration.
Yeah.
I think she's asking about that. So
Yeah.
if you want to note the point of frustration, put 1 in wounds, because that's gonna take 1 die away from
no problem. And
all
then
your
how much composure damage do I take?
5 total.
Okay. Ooh.
Ugh.
He got to you. He
Yeah,
just
I
threatened.
have-
He just threatened your sister. Threatened your family. In a really subtle way that only you realize right now, Vivian, will get. No one else in this room understands why he's bringing this up. Because to you, it's like, yeah, sucks. Tragedy. And none of it affected any of you. I mean, obviously it affected Mariella because she knew her. But terrible tragedy, right? But Vivian, you realize you're the only one who knows the truth, and apparently so does this man, which he is just threatened with. Or, yeah. So it rattles you a bit. Excellent. So that is his turn. Mariella.
Hi. Oh man. Things. I've just realized I have so much shit that'll piss him off. Ha ha ha.
Bring it to bear.
First, I do have Adept Negotiator. Do we need to worry about my disposition?
Well, I mean, yeah, we do. Because
Cool.
that's DR and stuff.
Yeah.
So
So it would.
what is your
I don't know the full extent of everything because it has not shown up. So it's definitely probably unfriendly.
Yeah,
Because
I would say even dislike, because your whole family is like, no, this is the guy who's been bad. You don't know the extent. So
I don't know the extent, but it's
so
like
I know it's probably not malicious, but but with Adept Negotiator, you don't get that minus, which is pretty high.
I don't get that shit. Also, I have Dutiful, so whenever he tries to convince, intimidate, I doubt he's gonna try to seduce me. He gets a negative full die.
Cool, very like your mom, but so you have Dutiful, your mom has Respected. Very nice, I love it.
So what I think I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to fast talk the bitch.
Okay, so you are going to
do a persuasion test.
You make a blank persuasion test against his passive will result. You have to get 2 degrees of success. And if it does, he loses his cunning rank from his intrigue defense until the end of the next exchange, which is quite a long time for poor Ormond.
Yep. I am going to pump a destiny die for a bonus die. Let
You are
me
allowed to do that. Yeah.
swap those things.
This is passive will.
Yeah, and this is just a
Okay.
flat persuasion, so none of the other shit's gonna apply.
Yep.
18. I just want to double check. Okay. There are 2 1s. Does he find me attractive?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
No, much better.
It
It
Not
would
much
just
better
increase it by 1, so it'd be
for.
a
It adds
19.
1.
Increase
So
it.
19.
So it's a 19. Yeah. And did you account for favored of nobles? Because he is a noble. He's status 4.
Yeah, no. I rolled it with
It's all in there.
the bonus die plus the extra 1.
Okay.
Yep.
So 19
Does not.
not high. It's not high enough.
That's
no.
totally fine. It gives me an answer.
Yeah, because remember you have to get 2
I get a 2
degrees,
degrees
of success.
higher. Yep.
So I will say though, I will give you a hint. You did not even get 1 degree of success.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I just generally maybe a kind of a little bit of a cult leader, has a lot of will. But yeah, absolutely. So you try to what do you say to try and
I think she tries to cut into what it is, and it's he doesn't even turn for what it is because it's she's trying to figure out how could he know anything about.
Yeah, it's like, oh, how did you what'd you hear? What's going on? Did you feel that? And he's just it's just in the grapevine, and then just turns back to the guy, basically just brushes you off and keeps going as if you weren't really there.
That's fine.
All right, Tedric, you're up, my dude.
My intrigue sheet will not open. Intrigue handout.
Oh my god. Are you looking for the actions?
Yes.
Okay.
I was thinking assist.
Okay.
If you need it, it's still in the Discord pin.
Yeah, so you support another character's arguments in debate. If you succeed on a challenging 9 persuasion test, you can lend 1/2 your persuasion rank rounded down as a modifier to your alifier's next target. All right, cool. So who do you want to modify? Who are you helping out? Who you talking up?
Open original. Give me a second here. I'd say that I'm probably going to be... See, I wish I was able to talk up my daughter, but it's too late on that.
Well, I mean, it'll last until she goes, right? So, it...
I mean, fair enough.
Well, you could also mollify Vivienne. Quote unquote, heal her.
I think that's what I will do.
Ooh, okay. You want to mollify her? Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to heal her. All right, cool. So you have to, you can repair damage to composure by rolling a formidable persuasion test to mollify a target. So you turn to your wife and you see she's upset, and you say things to calm her down. Let's see how successful it is. So please make me a persuasion test. It is a TN 12. Wife is mad.
Yeah, she really upset. Does anything add to it?
I don't know. I don't know. No, none of that. It's just
okay.
bare persuasion.
Right,
unless you have some ability or anything that would increase it. I will say you will get a plus.
Oh, by the way, malicious towards this guy.
I assumed. But I'm glad you said it. It's good. However, you will get a +5 when talking to her, though.
Okay.
Because she's your wife.
Yeah, because you're affectionate with Vivienne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you guys do helpful bonus things with each other, you guys get pretty big bonuses because you all love each other.
I will spend a destiny die.
for an extra
Oh,
bonus.
you're
Give
gonna
myself an extra die.
remember that only gives a bonus die.
Bonus.
Oh, bonus die? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you only get an extra
Never
test die if you burn it.
Got it.
All right, let's see what's up.
yeah.
Oh!
And then it's the plus
Plus 5 is
19.
19. Yeah, it's 19. All right, so that means in total,
Oh.
your test is equal to your persuasion rank. Each additional degree adds another point of composure. So what's your persuasion rank, my dude? 3?
3.
Okay, so 4. So because you got was it 2? I think 2 degrees of success. Yeah.
Mhm.
So Vivian, you recover 4 composure. Yeah, he modified. So, teacher, what do you say to your wife to calm her down? What do you do? You say anything? Is it like what is it? Tell me. Is it reassurance? What's you and Vivian's language when you're in a situation like this
I
to like
just put
make
my
sure she's
hand
calm?
over and I just lay it gently on her leg and give a little squeeze.
So yeah, Vivian, you're just mad, and then you feel the comforting support of your husband, and you realize he's right next to you, and you realize with him next to you, nothing bad can happen.
Mhm.
And yeah, that 5 composure damage went down to 1.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm. Composure's back up. Very nice, teacher. Very nice. All right. Next up, it's your boy Henrik.
It's
Your
Henrik.
boy. I would like to switch to combat. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I take Reaper from my dad's side.
Fuck you.
We've established that the fucking tower shield is up against the wall, so.
I did it.
Oh, Dad.
Oh yeah, for sure. Problem solved. Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Totally is.
We have no idea what happened.
Yeah, no,
left.
we don't know. Yeah.
He just fell on that sword. He fell on that sword
He
5
truly could have.
times.
5 times.
Five
man.
times.
He ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times.
times.
He had it.
No.
Listen, he had it coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame.
If you'd have been there,
If you'd have seen it.
Yeah,
I don't know
you
what
would
was
have done the
going on.
same.
He just took the sword and started hitting himself.
okay, we have
Anyways.
to stop before we get
Anyways.
the whole musical. Okay. Ooh, I would actually.
I love you guys.
Dad already did the assist, so I think we're good for now. Now I'm just imagining all of us singing.
Tedric did mollify.
He did mollify. Okay.
He mollified his target.
If
What
you
would
want,
you
you
like
can
to
mollify
do?
again, but it's up to
Yeah,
you.
Did anyone else take major damage? or
Just
was it just
Viv,
Vivian?
but I don't know how much
Vivian-
damage he's got
Vivian
left.
got hit hard.
Like,
yeah.
but
But
we have,
honestly, it's
Tedric-
mostly gone now.
Help with most of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tedric- it's
Tedric
like we
basically
have-
got it.
we have
I
the
don't-
benefit in this is that there's too many of us, and
Yeah.
he has to focus on
Only
one
one
person
of
at a time.
him.
He
I
can only
don't-
go.
I
He can
don't-
only go after someone one at a time.
His skill's really high, but I want to take a risk. Can I do read target?
Okay, yeah. So, in lieu of coercing a target, you can hold back and read your target's disposition and technique. You have to make an awareness test against your target's passive deception result. If you equal or beat your target's test result, you learn the target's current disposition and the technique he uses for this exchange. As a result of this insight, you gain +1 dice on all deception and persuasion tests for the duration of the intrigue. You absolutely may do that. So this is going to
Okay.
be an awareness test, just straight awareness.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything to modify this, or?
But, well, if it's just an awareness test, I would have liked to spend
Mhm.
a destiny point, but I don't know if there's something I can specialize in. If it's just awareness, I don't know.
It'll just be an extra bonus dice on the roll, essentially.
Okay, so I'll roll my empathy roll because that has a test die on that.
That already has 1 test. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
go empathy. Oh, that was a 9.
That is a 9.
I don't think I could I spend another one to re-roll that.
No, because you already spent a destiny die to enhance it already. So unfortunately, it is it cannot touch it. So 9 does not do it.
Yeah.
You are trying to read him, and fuck, is this guy so? When you look at him, he's just like, looking around, he's like, wow, this guy seems really chill, but I hate him, but I hate him so fucking much. So it's just really frustrating for you because there's just nothing. You've got nothing. This guy is solid. He seems so fucking innocent, and that this is all a big mistake. And God, wouldn't that just be easier for your wedding if you could just be like, cool, give us some cash. Sorry, this happened. Send them on the way, and then get the fuck back to your wife and her hair and her long and her bare shoulders and her like. You never noticed how delicate her hands were. Anyway.
Okay.
Such a specific thing.
It wasn't that bad of an empathy roll, okay?
Well, excuse me. I think you're a teenage boy who got married to a super hot girl and got laid last night.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And if you're anything like what I was, you're not. You would like some more.
You know,
Thinking about other
I'm
things.
definitely not thinking about going, riding with a shell later. That's totally fine. Sorry.
Continuing on.
Right, sorry.
All right, Nymora.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I
Stab.
Hold on, everyone. Stab. Hold on. Let.
I would like to assist.
Okay. Who would you like to assist?
But am I correct in assuming that because of my disposition towards my household that I get a bonus to that?
You would, yes.
It's just a straight persuasion check. Okay. I would
you would get a bonus. I assumed so. I mean, you all correct me, but in my opinion, from what I have seen, obviously the family members are all the affectionate, right? Like the full mass version. But I personally have seen with Nymora that I feel like Nymora's there too. That you were also affectionate with your household members, especially the kids. Like, if not everyone in the room, at least Mariella and Henrik.
Yeah, I would say that Nymora is affectionate for Mariella and Henrik, and probably friendly for Vivian and Tidrick.
That makes the most sense
because they're her boss.
Yeah. Yeah. You definitely know Tidrick more than you know Vivian, right?
Mm-hmm.
You respect the fuck out of Vivian and you love her girl boss ways.
She also frightens me.
But she scares the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm.
But also, Tidrick has you. I mean, at this point, Nymora and Tidrick, you're kind of bros.
Yeah.
You fought in a lot of wars together. Like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think she's friendly with the Lord
I agree.
Lady just because of the difference in station. But
all right, cool. Yeah, so this would be a straight persuasion check, TN9.
Okay, so I'm going to try and boost Mariella. I'm gonna try and assist Mariella.
For Mariella, okay.
Uh-huh.
So all right, cool. So that means you have it's a +5.
Gonna do some sweaty Game of Thrones here. And my disposition towards him is unfriendly because all I know is that he's done something shitty and I don't know what.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So I will.
Well, this is the guy who almost murdered you and your friends works for.
It's like I don't know anything. No one's told me anything that's happening.
Yeah,
really.
but you do know that this is the guy who is the boss of the guy who nearly murdered you.
Yeah.
And your friends. That's what you know.
Oh, yeah.
Is it malicious?
Yeah.
Are you malicious?
No, yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's like, listen, malicious is so strong, and there's such a big step between. I wish there was something intermediate between friendly and malicious.
I understand.
Straight persuasion?
Yeah, straight persuasion. I mean, yeah. Yeah, you do it. You pass the flat. It's a +5, so it's 17 total. So yeah, assist. Persuasion test. You can land 1/2 of your persuasion rank as a modifier. What's your persuasion rank?
It's 3, so it's just a +1, but it's
+1. So, but Mariella, you have a +1 to all your result, whatever you do. Next round.
Cool.
Sounds sexy. Top of the round.
Hi.
Ormond. Ormond. My guy, my dude, my love. Yeah. So I think he just kind of goes. Well, I do think It is nice. I have not had a lot of social time in quite some time. It's nice to be able to speak. But if we do want to resolve what happened, Lord Weirlight, I am happy to pay a kind of weir guild or perhaps a levy on tax up the Mander, whatever. I think that is more than reasonable for resolving this. And then I think I would very much like to finish my tea and then go check up on my wife, if you mind. So I think if we can write up some papers now if you wish. I see your steward is here looking over at Catalina. So I think we can get those stamped and ready to go. So he is going to try and influence you, Tiedric.
Question.
What's up, my man?
When can I burn a destiny?
Kind of whenever.
Are you asking like what burning a destiny can give you?
Oh, I understand what burning a destiny can give me. I'm just trying to figure out when I can burn it.
Whenever you
Because
want.
I could do like my own little information of what has happened or what's gonna happen, or ask for advice and stuff or whatnot, or help.
So yeah, it's more like it's direct clarification of some things. It is the ability to step out of a conflict and control how you leave that conflict. But you will still lose that conflict if you choose that way. It just means you get to decide how you lose and what happens afterward. But like to yourself personally. And it can also give you a straight full extra die on a roll as well. Also, if you want to like just haggle with me on what you want it to do, we can talk about that too.
Okay. Then
rule
go
of
ahead and
cool,
continue.
quite honestly. All right, cool. So if you ever have like an idea of like, hey, can I use the destiny point to do this?
I'm gonna wait.
You're gonna wait?
I was just wanting to.
Yeah, it's whenever you don't. It doesn't have to be your turn to burn a destiny point. I'll say that. You can do whenever. So Ormond's gonna look at you and he's gonna try to influence you, Tiedric. You are noble, Loopy Boo. All right, that's a 22. Plus
-7.
Nope, plus 3.
Remember
so
the -7 for the damage. Remember?
Oh yeah, so that's 25. What is your intrigue defense, my man?
Intrigue defense. I was just looking at it. 12.
Yep, you got a high status. All right, so that is going to be, I believe, what was it 4 degrees of success? Because 1, 2, gosh, my brain, 3.
It's integers of 5.
It's integers of 5, so I think it's 3 degrees.
So from 12 it goes to 17.
Yeah.
To 22.
23. Yeah, 22. You're right. You should be right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So it's 3 degrees.
So it's 3.
All right. Cool. So that's 3 degrees. And that is. Okay. Yeah. So that's 5. Yeah. So that's 15 composure damage. You are malicious towards him, so it's -7.
So
it's 8. 8 composure damage towards you.
Okay.
You take it? Alrighty. Yeah, so he sounds so fucking reasonable. And yeah, it would make this whole day, your son's wedding, just go a lot easier if you just listen to him. But you also know this is he's a fucking bastard. So it's just a frustrating situation that you want to do this by the book as much as you can. So because you want to be the fair, good lord you know you are and strive to be, and are an example to your son who is sitting in the room. But you know that you now know with him that you definitely shook him when you moved him into the room, but this feeling of sort of niceties is very much, you feel, to his advantage, because he's being so reasonable and willing to pay Weirgild and willing to give up trade rights, and like just no one witnessing this could make him seem like he's the bad guy here, right? And it's frustrating to you, and you get shook a little bit, but you're still in there. All right, Vivian, you feel refreshed?
Oh god, I don't know what to do, because I thought about maybe trying to dual influence again, but now Tidrick is out because it.
I'm not out.
Well, you got hit pretty badly. Sorry, not out.
I am coming up after you, and I
Mhm.
did just get a +1 from Nymora, so
That's true.
You did. Okay, so yeah, I think I'll leave it to you then, and I'll try to mollify Tidrick.
You're Mollify Tidrick?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that is a TN12 persuasion test.
Do I get my bonus +1 to
Because of
no, it's a flat persuasion test, not a skill test, because it's a bonus dice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Does she get an extra one for favorite of nobles? Tidrick is rank 6.
I think that is the bonus dice.
She is my
yeah,
ultimate
that is
favorite.
the bonus dice, and you get to add a +5 to it.
Okay. So here we go.
Oh, hell yeah.
17 plus 5.
22.
22. TN12. So that's 3 degrees of success. What is your passive persuasion?
My passive.
No, you're passive. Not your passive. Your rank
rank.
of persuasion.
5.
5. Okay.
I'm fine.
Tidrick, you get 7 composure back out of the 8 you lost. So you just, Vivian, what do you do to reassure your boo
Yeah.
that he's doing the right thing?
Yeah.
He's
I
a
think
kiki.
it's absolutely. I think it's after he's like Tidrick lightly squeezes my hand. In the opposite, I grip his hand because I'm hearing what Ormond's saying and just knowing how my husband is. I want him to stay firm, and he's always been my rock. So just that returning of affirmation and support.
That strong grip to show that, like, I hold on to you, you are my power, and what you're doing is right. And so Tidrick, got hit by 8 and you got healed by 7, so it's just like, all right, whatever. Way to go. Very nice. Muriela,
Hi. I would like to
what's up?
read
What's the
target.
scheme? All right. Reading a target, baby. All right, make an awareness test against your target's passive deception result.
I feel like we're highlighting all the things that like we don't normally do. Normally we're like insight, consider.
It's true. A lot of things are really more direct, right? But this is a very complicated situation that we're involved in right now.
Absolutely.
We're just gonna do a normal one.
Yeah. If this was the Northern House, you would have just thrown him in with their dogs and beat the shit out of him and be like, "Taught ya fucking mackerel!"
Just
But
do
we're
it.
rich people and we do things the right proper
All
procedure
right.
here.
How I
Face
long for a
awareness.
simpler way.
Oh, fuck no! I'm gonna use a destiny die for this.
Or re-roll that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So a total of 15.
15.
Not enough.
You do not
Nope.
do it. I am so
fine.
sorry. So you're reading him, and you know you have the ability to. You're just like, what am I missing? What thread is he not? Is he leaving alone? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And you're thinking, and you're formulating, and you can't grasp anything yet, but you know you can. You know that this is not a folly. He is not beyond you. You are Mariella fucking Weirlight.
Yeah.
Soon to be possibly in the future, maybe
Tyrell.
if things happen, you might be the lady of the Southern Warden. So like Warden of the South. So like,
Yeah.
you got this. You're badass. But right now, nothing's coming up. All right. Thank you very much for your turn. Diedrich, you're mollified. You calm down. Feel good. You're looking this dude in the eye. He just said that to you. What are you doing?
I think I'm going to assist Mariella.
I'm
No, my
I'm
wife.
telling
I'm
you
trying to
right
assist my
now.
wife.
I'm telling you right now. I plan to consider. So that's going to go to
Okay.
waste.
That will go to waste. So
All right.
I will allow that. I mean, yeah, I will allow that cross act. That's totally fine. That's
Because
not really that
I
much.
threw that into the chat just as a heads
did,
up.
you did. So that means if you did assist Mariella because she's considering, it would go to
It
waste.
would go to
that round.
waste.
So what would you? Is there someone else you
Well,
would like to support?
it doesn't say. It says you can add it as a modifier to your ally's next conflict test result. It doesn't say it's lost if they don't take an action.
Does it say content? Yeah.
Yeah.
To your ally's next conflict. No, it wouldn't be lost. It actually would stay.
Yeah,
Thank you very much, Heather, for
Oh wait,
clarifying.
then the one wouldn't apply then, correct? From
The what?
Nymora's last one, because it. Would we consider that a conflict? Me trying to read?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the
it's
one with
it's
staff.
you at
It's you're rolling dice against.
no
If-
no
if
it's
you- so
you-
I how it's defined, a conflict test in an intrigue is when you are either trying to beat either
beat
both
a
of you are rolling
TN,
dice
got
or
it.
you are trying to beat a TN
Okay, got
of an opponent.
it. Okay.
Right. So I wouldn't count mollifying a conflict test, right? But I would count reading a target.
Fast talk. Got it. I just wanted
Fast
some
talk.
clarification.
Absolutely,
Got it.
any and every time. All right, so we want to boost Mariella, teacher, because it would work.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll boost Mariella.
Okie dokie. All right, so that is a TN9 persuasion test, if you would, my good man.
Ka-chow.
You did not do it, as there are 2 1s. Jesus Christ.
Would his affinity for me add onto that?
yeah.
Oh yeah, we did talk
Does.
about that, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah. No, yeah, it would. Because this is a persuasion test.
Yes.
Because we're not trying to persuade Ormond.
Well,
we're talking to the
yeah. Okay, so I will let. So here's the thing. For assist, I will let this go if Tiedric, you say something to Mariella right now.
Mhm.
What do you say to Mariella?
Darling, what do you think he should have to, pay for what has transpired?
Interesting. I like that. So you're going off of her
Bring-
consider. That's
her
good.
to the table.
Yeah, I absolutely will throw that down. So that's 13. You do it. So you'll get a +1. You will get a +1 to your next result. Excellent. Henrik, where you at, my man? What are you
Okay.
doing?
How much was Tiedric damaged again from the last thing?
Oh, I'm
He has
fine.
1 damage.
He has 1 damage left. He got like fully healed, just like Vivian
Okay.
did. So he's
Okay.
good.
Your mom and your dad are a great combo.
You guys are doing great. I would like to assist my mom then.
Your mama.
Yes, my mom.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay. This is very telling, and I love it.
Yeah. Got this mom. You.
Yep. Please make a TN9 persuasion test.
Okay. I think I could add my +2 to persuasion because it's charismatic. Ooh.
Oh,
So
Christ.
that's a fucking 19. So
19.
Plus,
yeah. So +2.
well, It would also be the +5 if he's gonna say something to assist.
Oh, right, but you don't get more for getting higher for assist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's just half your persuasion rank. So that would be a +2 for you, Vivian. Very nice. So you have a +2 on your next conflict test. Very nice. So what do you say? What do you do, Henrik, to like support your mother? Do you just is it like a look? Is it like a look, or do you say something to you? What's going on? Flat +2.
I think it's like a small thing, like an act of service. Like I think I noticed like her tea set or like her cup is like not filled, so like I'll go over to like feel like make sure she's okay and
Aw.
she has everything she needs and everything. Just like
Yeah, so
add to 'em.
you pour your
I
mom
take
some
care of
tea.
my mom's tea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you pick up the teapot, you pour your mom tea, and you look at your mom, and you're like, and you're just like, how are you? And Vivian's just like, Vivian just goes,
Filled with love for the baby boy.
my baby boy. Just reminds me of was it a Turk from Tarzan? Just like, there you are. All right. Very nice, Henrik. Very nice. Naimora.
It's a flat +2. Sorry.
Yes, I do cover that.
Okay.
Wait, what's up? What's up? What are you doing? What's
I
up?
mean, I want to. I mean, I want to assist again because that's the thing that I can do. Because I
Yeah.
don't think that I can. I'm not a persuasion person. I don't think
Sure.
that I can get anywhere near his
Weird shit.
Yeah,
But
his intrigue defense.
you can boost the people who can. Who
yeah.
are you boosting?
So I know that.
Mariella's trying to get a bead on him,
Uh-huh.
and Vivian's kind of like swatting at him, essentially.
Okay.
Both are important.
They are. I'm gonna try with Vivian this time.
Vivian.
Yeah,
Okay.
to give her a bonus because I
Alright.
think Naimora is getting anxious and bored and wants this to be over as soon as possible. Okay. So that is persuasion. 6. I'm going to use the destiny point to reroll that.
Well,
Oh,
hold on.
Yeah.
You can add a +3 if you say something to Vivian.
Oh, that's right. So does it have to be saying something or can I do something?
You can do something, that's fine.
Okay. Because
You
I
have to
think
interact with her directly.
Yeah. Because I think what Naimora would do then is to like because just previously has just been sort of like leaning against the wall by the door, just making sure that the door is covered. Is to like very slowly like pull her spear out from its holster and walk over to stand just behind Vivienne and just staring directly into Ormond's eyes over her shoulder.
Okay. Yes,
With
Vivienne.
her weapon drawn.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, listen, Vivienne, you feel the strength of Naimora behind you and just fully backing you up. Like right after he said that shit, Naimora just walks over and just like, okay, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel with Tidrick on your left and Naimora on your right, no one's fucking touching you.
You are surrounded by muscles.
So
There are a
it'll
lot
be
of
a total of flat +3 for you.
+3. Total flat +3. Excellent day. All right. Ormond will once again look at Tidrick. And he goes, that is quite interesting, Lord Weirlight. You defer to your daughter in matters of running a house, but not your son who will inherit. Or am I wrong about who will inherit? I do know your house is so progressive with women.
Fuck you. gonna enjoy killing you.
Perhaps.
You and your weird bird sorcery.
Void sorcery.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man.
Well,
Fuck you. I'm gonna be
what is it? 3 6s? Woof. T-Jig is 12. So that's, what was that, 4 degrees? Want to say? 12. 17 is 2. 22 is 3. 27 is 4. Yeah. And 27 is plus 3. So that's 31. But it would be 32 thing. So, two, not enough, but close.
So close.
So close. Yeah, so that's 20 influence damage on you, T-Jerk.
Let's see here. So, how much does a frustration give me?
It takes away equal to your will rank.
And then you -7 because you're malicious, so it'll be a total
So
of
right now you're
13.
dealing with 13.
-4 is 9.
Mm-hmm.
How many frustration can I take?
Equal to your will rank.
Equal to your will rank.
Okay. I'm going to have to take 2 frustration.
Okay, so that moves that down to a 5. So you take
This
a total
man is talking about your daughter.
and your son. You know
And
what he
your
just
son.
did? He basically just not only insulted. Well, again, he didn't even insult, but just the words, right? Implied that, like, oh, so you don't trust your son, immediately feeling a disconnect, like, oh no, do I not trust my boy? And then immediately targeting your daughter, and just, he's just talking, right? And not only does it affect you, you see the faces of your children in the room right now, and you're like, I know I was backing up Mariella because I know what she's doing, but like, yeah, he's just pointed out something to you and it affected you. And you're frustrated about it, right? You're getting mad. The fact that this guy just fucking said that in your fucking house, right? But it was still so polite and so casual enough that it is barely worthy of a demand, right? So
I have a question.
Yeah.
Say if I burned a destiny die,
Sure.
would I have been able to have something previously set up?
Well, talk to me about it.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Ormond putting some. What is that?
Do you mean Orton?
Orton, yes.
Orton
putting some basilisk blood
Oh,
on one of his.
Just fucking kill him.
No. It does not kill him. The basilisk blood specifically makes them go mad.
It does. It does make them go mad, but I will remind you, Jesse, that means you won't find out any information.
That is true.
If he goes mad, because then he'll be mad.
I'm just as a last resort.
As a last resort.
Uh-huh.
I'd be willing to like work around with that edit. Yeah, if you wanted it. I don't mind that. That's well within your guys' ability. But yeah, so he just licked that good one out. Now remember, because you have 2 points of frustration, TJ, you need to mark 2 wounds.
Yep.
Because frustration takes away your dice, and it's rough. All right. Next up is Vivienne.
Well, I think I'm gonna try to influence him.
Okay.
I've been boosted.
You have your real boost. You got +3.
Yeah. So I think I'll just, in response to what he said about the wedding and stuff, I think I'll say, yes, but I've come to learn that at weddings, you can find opportunity in tragedy, as harsh as that is to say. From the tragedy of that poor girl, we got to see 2 families united in a much different way. In this wedding, I got a tragedy unfolded with the injuring of your man, but I saw opportunity in reuniting myself with the Red Wolf. and their business. I wonder, Ormond,
Okay.
what other opportunity could I have if another tragic event happened?
Okay.
Fuck you.
Okay. First,
you.
first of all,
Yeah.
Ah,
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, Felicia.
because fucking damn, like that was
I'm-
really good.
I'm only being so bold because I have 3 different points of muscle in between me right now.
Serena herself is so angry.
I am so
No, but I'm not gonna lie. That line, just like that delivery point,
Mhm.
real fucking good.
Perfect.
You're intimidating the shit out of him.
Yes. Yes. I am.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Okay.
Plus 3.
However, because of that really awesome speech, I'm gonna give you a
Yeah.
bonus.
Okay.
Just because that was dope.
All right. So I'm not gonna add. I'll add the +3 after the end of the roll. I get the 1 bonus die for being 4 status, and here we go.
Raw ass line gets bonus die. Keep that in
Ooh,
mind.
okay, I'm gonna spend a destiny point and reroll, just because I
Yes,
wanna go
absolutely.
home. I wanna ham home with this.
You want to ham home?
Yeah. Okay, so
better.
that's 23 total.
23.
Yeah.
Cool. Plus my bonus, which
your
is a
bonus.
bit higher. All right, cool. So Ormond, what is your defense? I always forget. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3.
That's 2 6s in there too, or is it you have to have 3 to get a crit?
No,
Intrigues
crits
do
in
not
intrigues.
crit.
Intrigues don't crit.
Oh,
Because intrigues are supposed to be long and drawn out, and combat is fast, terrifying, and horrible.
Mhm.
I see.
So let's see here. That's
All you gotta do is look at Tedric and Namor.
17,
Saving that baby.
23.
That felt like the longest.
Yeah, so
like,
that's
4
4
rounds
degrees of success.
Okay.
Um,
Right.
Yeah, my will is 3.
your will is
So-
3.
12.
So 12.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You see him like adjust a bit. And his stature changes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whoop.
As does Tony's.
As does Tony's. As does mine. The chair just got the hell away from me.
I hate it when chairs do that.
Sorry about that. Wanted to run away.
When inanimate objects develop a consciousness, it's unfortunate.
It is.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I just want to remind you, it's will times 3 for composure, not times 4. Times
Oh,
4 is
th-
passive.
then it'd be 9. If it's, or what was it? 4 degrees of defense?
Yeah.
I'm forgetting how many degrees of success it was, so I'm gonna shut up.
No, I'm talking about Ormond's composure. 'cause
Oh, yeah.
Composure is will times 3.
Will times 3.
So it wouldn't be 20.
Correction. I will edit
It's not
it.
that high.
Dude, it could be. Considering
Uh,
everything we have seen, it could be.
Listen, he's got some stuff. Yeah, so you see him adjust himself. He changes things. His like shoulders set in a different way. Yeah, you think you got a little bit of him, the real him, to come out a little bit, and it's just like, and you can tell, yeah, that affected. He is starting. You feel you. I mean, you have this effect on men. Sometimes on many people. You believe, yeah, he's starting to maybe fear you a little bit. Let the hate flow through you. Yeah, Mariella. Listen, you got that +1.
Consider.
You're here. Consider.
I
That's right.
Need, I
You're
need the
considering.
die. Yep.
You're building up. You're building up. You're building up. Tedric, my man, my dude, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh.
Your daughter is like charging. She's just looking and considering at your guy.
Switch to combat. No.
We got to keep saying it every time, just for fun.
Let's see here. I know I can't mollify myself.
I don't believe so. No.
No.
And I've already
Heather. I got me.
He is my favorite.
I know. Yeah, no, that's her
Bulbasaur
favorite
is
Pokemon.
totally my favorite. Solar Beam!
What's up, Tedric?
I know I can't assist her again because I've already assisted her, right?
Yes. Because your assist hasn't gone through, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
say yeah. I'm gonna say that makes sense.
Yeah.
You could probably assist Vivienne, though.
I'm okay with that.
I could.
If you
Or
want to
The
try
problem
and
is
switch
I've
to
got
Basilisk
-2
blood.
dice, which gives me 1 die.
yeah.
Mm,
Unfortunately, a lot of these things are against the target's passive will,
Yeah.
and you guys do know that Ormond's will is substantial.
mhm.
Formidable is also a good word. So it affecting him in any way is very difficult, but you guys have been doing it in small ways.
If you want, you could
Um,
also consider and get 2 bonus dice for your next turn.
you could,
Yeah.
you could consider.
You know, I am going to consider.
Excellent. All right. Your main man, your boy, Henrik. What's up, my man? What are you doing?
You
I
see, boy.
too consider.
Everyone goes. Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm not considering him. I'm considering Viv.
So
Considering
it's
the
much.
reaction.
We all.
So it's more. It's more.
It's like with that smack, it's like,
Yeah. Listen,
'Cause-
we keep seeing Vivienne get really hot for Tedric. We haven't seen a lot of Tedric getting hot for Vivienne, and here it is. It's this moment. I'm just like,
Very
I
oh, fuck
love
yeah,
it
you,
when she
you-
I love
oh yeah, you frighten a grown man.
I love it when she puts other guys in their place.
so much, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's my wife.
my wife.
Mhm.
My wife.
Yeah. So excellent. You considering is all around. Naimora.
All right. I'm gonna assist again, but I'm gonna assist. I want to try to assist Mariella.
Okay.
Do you want me to? I have to say a thing. I have to do a thing.
Well,
in order
let's
to
see
get
what the
the
roll
bonus.
is, and then
Let's see first.
we can kind of go from there.
9.
You did it.
Yeah,
I
good
just
It could just be a look this
assisted.
time.
I
You
flex
assisted.
my muscles.
Yeah. You look at
Like-
Mariella. So what I do want to know though. What do you do to assist? Do you just like look at Mariella and like nod, like to
Yeah.
let her know? Yeah.
Yeah, I think what I do is I look at Mariella and like just a very very faint imperceptible nod, and like I want to say a raw ass line. It's like I don't have the word smithery at this point, but I think probably what Naimora says, fly, is more something along the lines of that. There's a reason that the women in House Weirlight are given more power, not because we are progressive. It is because we have learned how to use it.
Ooh, okay, I dig it. I feel that. Absolutely. So yeah, you'll get a +1. But you know what? I'm gonna let you take a +2 because that was a hot line, Namora.
It wasn't quite a raw ass line, but it was.
It wasn't
I would
quite.
say-
It didn't quite shake me to my core, but I do recognize its fucking style.
But it was
All right.
medium rare.
All right, so it'll
I
be
would eat. I would not send that steak back.
okay. So,
I would eat that steak and say, "This place make good steak."
all right, so it'll be a flat +3 because I also have a hanger from Tedric.
Yes, indeed. Excellent. I love it. All right. Oh my god, we're back up Ormond. That's fucking crazy. Hi, Diedrich.
Oh my god! Can you imagine if Teedrick did this by himself?
Jesus
Problems.
Christ. Oh my god. Have any of us tried by ourselves? Oh.
Yeah, and he just
God,
goes,
yeah.
Lord Teedrick, I do really appreciate the niceties that is going on here, but I think I have been more than cooperative, being made to stay in a single chair, unmoving, overnight in your house when I have done nothing but help and save your men. I think it is time that we adjust a Weird Guild and then you let me go, because otherwise I think my people will get concerned, and then I think we should involve a higher court in this, because I personally believe I have done nothing wrong, and you know that you can't prove otherwise. So he's just trying to hammer you over the head with, the law and what's right and all the things that you hold dear.
Yeah.
All right, Teedrick, that is with a +3, 4 degrees of success. Yeah, because it's 17,
burning a
22.
destiny.
Okay. So what specifically would you like this one to do? Are you tapping out in your own way? Because this is going to take you out.
Yes.
Or did you want to just spend that to essentially you can spend it to basically absorb all of the social damage you just took as well.
Oh, so I could just negate this by burning a destiny?
Yes.
I'll do that by burning a destiny.
Cool. Yeah, because you were definitely about to just get fucking taken out.
Yeah.
Just gonna deck him over the table.
Yeah, so he says that, and you burn a destiny. You feel your connection to fate and your family and everything erode as you know the truth of his words, but know that you are going to continue this conversation and hold him here. But it does tell you that maybe if you are going to continue burn a destiny in this way, it is perhaps time to drop niceties. All right.
No, those last words he hit me with were fighting words.
Mm-hmm. All right, Vivienne.
Do some
Okay.
fucking
Is
damage.
there because Teedrick burnt that destiny, is there no way to mollify him to give him more breathing room or is that just what's going to
Well, no, he's in.
Damage.
Okay.
He still has the same composure damage. He's still nothing changed for him.
Okay.
He got to ignore that insane 20 composure that he would have had to deal with, which he just couldn't have.
All right, then I think I'll try to mollify Teedrick.
Okay.
To give him some breathing room for next time, I hope.
Okay.
Because I don't.
I will say you have been able to kind of get him several times.
Yeah,
I will say.
I guess this is my question. If
frustration right now.
Yeah, I guess this is my question. If Teedrick gets knocked out of this intrigue, does Ormond just get to leave?
No.
Okay.
Because you guys are still here.
Understood. Okay, then
it just means Teedrick has lost all agency within the argument, essentially.
Understood. Okay.
He's just sitting there fuming.
Essentially.
Okay. Thank you for clarification.
You can still, but what it means is you would have to drop all niceties, because Teedrick's authority is what keeps everyone nice. So if Teedrick goes down, you basically have to be like, you fucking piece of shit. Like, you to tell us about your goddamn plans. We know you did this. We know you did. Basically, you would drop all pretenses.
Okay.
Which it seems
So-
like things are going that way
So
anyway.
so did that if I
Switch to combat.
No, not switch to combat, but if I switch the topic of conversation, could that
Sure.
still be influence?
Absolutely.
Okay. Then yeah, definitely try to I'll definitely
What are you trying to do? What are you
Uh,
saying? What's the
yeah,
hot,
I think
what's
I'll
the hap?
say just hearing what he just said to Tedric, I think
Yeah.
I also get mad and just say, well, Ormond, you and my family have been at this for a long time. And you and I both know that proof is a matter of who says what and what can be found and what can be erased. We have already given you a headache over the course of years. And now that we are
Over.
aware of everything you've done, my
Over.
family can make things much worse. If you remember our words.
Okay. Also, again, Jesus Christ, Vivian
Fucking killing it tonight.
dropping fucking fire.
Just saying.
Bringing the heat. Yeah.
Just love that sound.
It's a good sound, right? Just fucking
Solid.
bam.
Yeah.
All right, no, please. That's that. Give me that intimidate.
Absolutely.
This is the most you've ever intimidated for someone,
It
Vivian. I love
is.
it.
I bought
You're
it as
so
like
scary.
I bought it as like a joke after like during when we went to King's Landing, and now I'm
But
just like,
nah. No, I might Vivian might like, is this who I am?
It's not a joke anymore,
not a
motherfucker.
joke anymore. All right. So it's all flat with 1B and nothing additional. So here we go. It did not do anything. I'll double. 24.
24. It's all sixes.
Ah,
Oh
it feels good.
Okay,
It
okay,
feels
yeah,
good to
with
see all
your
those sixes.
So,
yeah.
Serena, can we get the fan? Serena, can we get the fan?
My fan is much smaller, but here we go. Ugh. Feels so good.
Okay, so
Snap.
plus
Oh my god.
plus your bonus minus 6. Okay, so that's 3 times 12 plus 7. So that's 5 damage. Yikes. Yeah, his composure is very teetering at this point.
Mhm.
You see his shoulders are beginning to just set in such a different way. It's somehow calmer but far more threatening. And he's leaned farther back in the chair. And he's kind of just like has his like little teaspoon, and he's just kind of been like stirring. You know, it's just like this sort of like tick of just like, and occasionally just like ting 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 ting, just this whole time, and just kind of nodding. Um. All right. Excellent. It is the time. It is the time, Mariella. You've been empowered by a lot.
Take us
Oh.
take us home.
So I do just have a slight clarification question. When you guys brought Mariella in, what did you tell her?
That's a good point.
I told her all the pieces that I put together.
Okay.
Same with the trade.
All the information from Ormond.
So it is safe to assume that actually everyone in this room knows the extent that everyone else knows.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
What you got? What you got? What you doing? What
My
you got?
lord. I know that possibly me speaking is very, well, let's just say odd. It's definitely not common. However, let's just say that with your actions being taken, this isn't just our house of the present. You have also taken issue with our house further down the line.
Mhm.
And considering my future, I could influence things greatly, considering the alliances that you seem to have begin to forge. And it's amazing to see how things can break under a rose.
Ooh, okay. Okay, this sounds like you're influencing him.
Yes. I would love this to
Um,
be convince, but I will understand if we're saying intimidate.
I mean, this sounds like
Yeah.
an intimidate
It's
to
totally
me.
fine.
But hold on, I can see convince. I'm reading convince, and I can see an argument. So if you want to do convince, I'll let you.
Okay.
But
I
if
feel
you
like
do
there's a
intimidate,
but.
I'll give you a bonus.
It's like I'll do intimidate. That's fine. It's like it kind of felt either way, so I'm game for
Yeah.
either.
All right, intimidate. Let's do this.
Okay, so we've got favorite of nobles. I got
Yes.
plus an additional 2
Mhm.
from consider.
And then you get your bonus die from consider.
Okay.
So you get 2. So you get 2 bonus die from consider.
Yeah,
You
so I'm
get
rocking a
plus-
total of 3 bonus die for this.
You get +3, a flat +3.
Yeah, at the end of this.
From us. Yeah.
So a total of 25.
But there's a 1. There's a
20.
1 in there.
Oh,
Do you want to?
yes. I get to reroll one of them.
Hang on. Let's see if it's a 6.
A 4.
Oh, it's not. So
Nope,
nothing-
it won't
doesn't
change
matter.
anything.
Nothing changed. All right. So 25.
And then I take a lower because we had distinguished
Yeah.
that I was not malicious to him at the start of this.
Yes, you were unfriendly. So it's a
Yes.
minus. Was that a -5?
A -4.
Thank you. So that would basically plus bonus. Okay, so that is 3 degrees of success. Your will is 4,
Yes.
right? So that is 12 damage. You got him. Yeah, that takes him to -2
Yes.
in composure. He's not going to take any frustration, actually. He could keep this going. But I think you don't understand something about what I know about Bleak Wonder.
Okay, yes.
Oh.
I'm sure we don't know a lot of things about Blake.
That you specifically are the one saying this gets to him.
Turns into a bird and flies away.
Oh, man. Okay, I have a thought. I'm not going to share it, though.
He gently finishes stirring the teacup. He places it down on the table after you say while you're talking, and then he just stands up and turns to you. I assume, Nymora, you're already pointing
there.
a spear at him.
I'm there. I'm just
Yeah, you're
by
there.
his shoulder is like
Reaper.
Yeah. You specifically said you didn't have Reaper
You
near
said
you.
you didn't have
Yeah.
Reaper.
I have, but all yeah.
Yeah, you've got a bastard
bastard
sword. Yeah, you're pulling shit out. He's standing. He has nothing in his hands. He doesn't. But he does turn to you, Mariella. And he goes, if you think your paltry intimidation from a tiny blood-laden girl that could possibly affect what I have been working on for years is the height of arrogance. The women in this house, in this land, have the height of fucking arrogance.
I think that you should consider your next words carefully.
Yeah, so you're on him spear, and he looks down at the spear, and he goes, and he looks at you as he's gone now, and he the rage that he just exhibited, which was very palpable, subsides really fast, weirdly fast, and his eyes go so hollow, Nymora. His pupils dilate slightly, and he's got shark eyes. All light leaves his eyes, and he looks at you. He goes, "The height of your arrogance, Lady Knight, is all that spear would do would pierce my body. But this isn't my body." And then he just sits back down and and turns to face Tedric.
It's a turn to a snake. I was like, holy shit.
And he turns into a snake.
Just slithers out of
he
the
doesn't.
clothes.
He doesn't turn into a snake.
Oh.
But he just sits down. And he adjusts his seat, and he goes back.
Just look at Tedric. What the fuck?
And he goes, I see that
Cedric
we
puts
can
down his
drop.
sword.
Yeah, he goes, I see that we can drop all pretenses now.
Fuck is that accent?
It's it's kind of all over the place. He goes, you idiots have no idea that I'm trying to fucking help you. I'm going to save you. I'm going to save everyone here. So your house falls a bit. So you lose face or money. What does it matter in the face of total annihilation? But none of you can be helped. You because this house is festooned with arrogant, self-righteous women.
Are you hoping to make us drown as well?
Like, I don't want to drown any of you. I'm trying to stop all of you from dying and feeding them. None of you know what is coming. I have foreseen it. I foresaw it years ago. And I've been trying to prepare this world, this ununited 7 kingdoms, pathetic in its defense. The North are the only ones who take any form of this threat seriously. And all they were trying to do, so moves you lose some men. What does it matter when watching your children's life sucked out of them? And despite all of this, he leans back. Despite everything that's happened here over the past few days, I'm still going to save you. Because that is what I do. You have no idea what you've foiled here. The guarantee of the death of your fellow fellow Reachman. Disjointed, ununited. I was uniting them, pulling resources together, making enough food to survive what is coming.
Coming.
You fucking summer
rambling
people
about.
never. Winter. Winter is coming, and with it, beings far beyond any of your puny comprehensions. Beautiful and terrible as winter itself, and demanding in all aspects, even in death. And they are coming. And if the Reach is not united in food and production and all the things that I have foreseen, then all will die. This is the belly. This is where it can be saved. I've already tried to reinforce and unite the fucking Riverlands, but but that didn't go so well. As you stumbled in and short-sighted as you were, stopped a war. Yes, you stopped a war, but that war would have created an advancement in medicine that only the Riverlands would have been aware of, and that advancement would have done so much good. But now it won't be discovered until far too late. You have ruined my plan to unite the 7 kingdoms and save them. I needed my name not be out there. I didn't care. The only ones who saw it were my fellow brothers. They believed me because the Drowned God spoke to me through me when I died. And I see your faces, your childlike faces. I have seen so much and you have seen so little. Your house is so important, so high, so socially and mighty, but it won't mean anything when they come. Because a grand army will die if they do not have food. So I suggest you let me go and continue my work so I may save all of your unworthy lives.
My
Yeah,
lord,
Yeah,
would you
so-
like me to?
Mariella kind of like looks at both Tiedrick and Vivian and like, unless they're gonna
No.
talk, it's
Yeah.
like if they're not gonna talk, I'm gonna say something. But
My lord, do
Mm.
you want me to escort him elsewhere?
You say that a few lives outweigh what, or a few lives are paltry compared to what is coming.
Compared to all of life, yes.
What you don't understand is, to me, all life is sacred. I will not bow. I will not break. I will fight whatever comes our way.
And you will die and watch your men rise up from their death and murder you. Like, I have heard many lords say the same thing, and I have seen their deaths, and it is horrific. Some of them have their own innards pulled out by their own children. Well, it wasn't their children anymore. I have died and I have seen what is beyond death, and there is something beyond death. It is other, it is cold, it is beautiful, and it is coming. And nothing that you have ever done or ever prepared for can prepare you for what is coming, because I've seen it. I've seen what happens when you are not united. My brothers have, they see and understand. I have made them understand. I have shown them what I've seen. You, looking over at you, Vivian, are incredibly skilled. It seems you have begun to do what I wish to do. I wish it to be in my control, but I would be gladly relinquish what power I have left and the reach to you, Lady Vivian. Like, and in exchange, you can let me show you what I've seen.
Become a soothsayer. Become a witch.
Ooh.
The tip Vivian's eye.
Here's the
No.
thing.
Your friend who said I was a charlatan, I was not a charlatan. She knows what she saw, and she was scared, so she banished me. Because what I have to offer is terrifying.
Part of me's like, this guy is for sure. Another part of me is just like, I do want the power.
You do.
It's
I do want to know everything about everybody at all times, yes.
I do. I mean, what's the harm of placating an insane? I could get stabbed.
You could get
that-
stabbed.
It's
You are
happened before.
surrounded
That
by
could be-
muscular people.
That could
got
be
you.
the harm. Yeah, like what's the harm of like entertaining an insane man for the keys to the power-based bill? Sorry, I'm checking my goals and ambitions because that's gonna definitely
Yeah.
influence my
Oh,
shit.
fair,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, my
fair.
vice is scheming and my virtue is devoted, yeah, I'm gonna take that deal.
Teedrick will
So-
stand up.
So what do you say? What do you say to him?
Yeah. So I just want to clarify. So it's like, so all the power you've accumulated in the Reach
Mhm.
to bear witness to what.
If you bear witness to what I've seen,
Hmm. I mean, I'm inclined to believe you because you have definitely gone this far. Why lie now? Yeah. It's like, I'll see what you.
Teedrick will stand up,
yeah.
place his hand on his wife's shoulder. One moment, my dear. John,
John comes in,
Reaper.
nods. John leaves to get Reaper. I go, if you want to see what I've seen, I think it will require, I think, something we don't have here.
I. And what would that?
Seawater.
You mean?
What'd you say?
I said, oh, you mean to drown me?
He nods.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, he's not hiding that. He's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna drown you,
Ooh.
and then you're gonna see what I saw, and then I'm gonna pull you back out.
This is what happens when you sign up with crazy. I. Okay. See, less sure now. I was talking some.
You're talking a
game
big
before.
game.
I was.
He goes, knowledge does not come without pain or suffering. Trust me when I tell you, you will suffer only an ounce of what I suffered 50 years ago.
All right, 50 years ago?
He said 50.
And he looks.
And he looks like
what?
Yeah, he looks like in his late 30s.
that doesn't add up a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, I think I
My lady, if I might speak,
go ahead.
it would be irresponsible of me to stand by and watch him make this offer to you.
Yes, you do seem to be a general hindrance on their power.
Excuse me. Was I talking to you? But if it is my lady's wish to know what this madman is speaking of, I would undertake it on my lady's behalf.
You are not worthy.
I'd like spin around on him and I'd like
Yeah.
I just like slam the butt of the spear on the and it's like, I spent 3 weeks almost dying in the desert. There is nothing that your paltry salt water can't suck out of me that Dorn already took.
Death by desert is a kind, slow, painless death, child. The sea never lets you rest.
Shows what you know about the desert. Your bones lay bleached under the sun for years. They always
And you
stay.
feel nothing. Pain is what the sea is. And I suffered it for. You are unworthy, and it is too easy to see. She is the only one I would give it to here. For you, if I gave it to you, you would just die. If you're volunteering to just let me drown you, I can't exactly. Won't exactly object.
I think I'm gonna look over at Tedric.
You can see
Do you-
Tedric is barely holding it together.
Yeah, he's real man.
Yeah, really. Tedric,
Yeah, okay, yeah, sorry.
do you believe him about the end?
I've already seen him save one person that should have died.
Tedric, you
I
remember
cannot
him saying,
deny that.
you remember him saying, "Damn it, this one needed to live," is what he kept saying, right?
Mhm.
As if he knew something.
What did you mean when you said that he needed to live?
Sir Jaren will be paramount to the survival of this portion of the Reach. If he dies, many things will be lost. He is very, very necessary. Your strength could help your lands, Tedric, but honestly, if you died tomorrow, I don't know if there'd be much of a difference. Vivienne and Mariella and Henrik,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you're a little distant from this, Nymora, you're just fucking mad, and you're just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking murder you. I'm gonna shove this spear so fucking far down your goddamn god. I would like you three specifically to make a awareness empathy roll.
Yeah, and my wounds are cleared now because the
Yes,
arrow,
the
correct?
frustration is gone. That's the cool thing about intrigues. The second they're over, frustration's gone.
Okay,
So
and it's
mad at
awareness
this man.
empathy?
He just told me to
Oh.
my face that I'm not good enough to get drowned.
That was very rude.
He did.
Yeah.
He did say you're not cool enough to get drowned.
Marla, do we want to re-roll those?
I don't have any
Together.
destiny die left
Oh, I'll re-roll mine. That was pretty bad.
because I had a scarlet intrigue at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I
That's
used
right.
one
Jumped
during
into
that.
this.
Started us off hot. Yeah, I get it. Good.
I'm gonna take him out to the
re-roll.
middle of the desert and leave him for vultures.
Mhm.
Shoot him. Yeah. Okay.
12. 16. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, that was a thing for me. Vivienne,
Mhm.
you have been the most kind of tete-a-teting with this man, and he's dropped most of his preferences, which essentially means that his passive to get past it is much lower now.
Okay.
To the point that actually Mariella, Henrik, and Vivian, all three of you see it, because his passive went from deception ×4 to actually deception ×2. So all three of you get it. You realize the entire time he has been the whole reason he's been talking, you don't think he's necessarily even actually trying to convince you guys. Like he's just accepted that you don't believe him. But he has been trying to make Nymora and Tedric attack him basically the entire time. It seems like he really, really wants them to hit him or hurt him in some way.
Okay.
He is trying to get Tedric to like stab him.
Okay.
He was just
So-
telling. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ask. You might be asking
Oh,
a
go ahead.
question.
No, I don't think I was actually. Go ahead.
Erin Flores, ask your
Yeah,
question.
I was not. I was just clarifying that he was just telling Tedric and talking shit to him about like this, like you won't matter when you die.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so that's you three see through that. That's a lie. You don't think that's what Ormond believes. Also with the stuff with Nymora, you're not even sure if he was telling the truth about that. It just seems like he's
You're
just
completely worthy,
he's
Nymora.
just-
Don't believe him.
he's basically poking Tedric and Nymora, and he's trying to get them to attack him. And the thing is, you're confused about that because you know if Nymora or Tedric attack him, they would murder him. So it's not like he'd get any benefit in court. So you're just like, why the fuck would he want to get murdered?
Jink,
Yes.
Jink, Chink.
Yes.
I would like to say something via Mariella.
Mariella, say something.
Well, you do go by Ormond, correct?
Yes.
Is that your actual name? Because I do believe you said that is not you. And make a gesture to his form.
I am predominantly known as Bleak Ormond.
That does not answer.
Ormond Bulwer does not exist.
Well,
there was a Yormond Bulwer, but he's dead.
might I inquire then? You said 50 years ago you had your meeting with the drowned god.
Yes.
How long have you been skirting things then with our family?
Your family?
Well,
Not
Reach in general, but it'll be interesting to see how.
The first time you crossed my path in a negative way was the Dulvers.
No, I meant you manipulating things with our family, either in the crosshairs or down the spiderweb string.
Again, the first time I've ever really come across your family was the Dulvers. Before that, it didn't matter much. Perhaps some things I did affected your family. I didn't notice. And it didn't seem to matter, so I didn't think on it.
Narrator, would I have a rough time span of when Thorsten had been grabbed?
Yeah, Thorsten got grabbed, when he was like 15. It was before you were born.
So that was roughly now 20-ish years ago?
It was like 15. It was like
Yeah, but
Thorsten's
he's
a little
now
younger
like
than you
30,
thought.
36? What?
No, he's 30.
He's 30,
like,
so that's 50. Okay, so like 15 years ago.
That doesn't make sense.
We would
Because
have born then.
it happened when he was.
If he was
It happened-
15 and he is 30 now, the difference is 15.
I think he's a little older than 30.
He is Cedric's age.
It has been an amount of time.
Mhm.
Basically as old as you, and it was just before you two were born.
Okay, cool.
So he wasn't 15, he was younger than that.
Yeah. I was going to say, I remember him being younger than 15.
Okay. Then I will ask if he.
No, T-Jerk was 15. That was it.
There
During
we go.
that time.
Then I will ask if Ormond had been doing his work to subvert this upcoming calamity in the Redlands that amount of time ago.
He thinks on it. He goes, No, I avoided this place because of your curse.
Curse.
Yes. The blood curse that affects your land,
Okay.
put forth by your ancestors.
Is there?
I'm having a hard time here.
The reason they did things so your land could grow things they couldn't. You're by the sea. There's too much salt content. No one grows poppies anywhere near the ocean. They have to do it much farther inland.
Are you sure your
Because-
drowned god just likes us enough?
If he liked you, he would have more salt.
Well, it didn't affect our
Or
crops.
My god doesn't like crops. Besides, he's not. It's complicated. I'm not trying to get into it, but no, I avoided this place until you interfered. Then but I just dropped it. I let it go, set up more plans, and then you kept crossing into them. The only time I ever directly came after you to accomplish a goal was this event.
So you admit to involvement.
Yes, I think we're past that now. Yes,
No, it's just nice to actually hear you say it.
Can't
But
cover all bases. Okay.
yes.
Get it.
I think yes. I was involved with your family at the time of the Dulvers, and this wedding and some small skirmishes off the side.
Lena is just writing all this down as a transcriber in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Stenographer.
Stenographer, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
well, as much as you say we've interrupted your plans, it's very interesting to see. Well, you used conflict. We used friendship to achieve probably better.
I use
relations.
friendship. I use friendship all the fucking time. But when two people need to work together and they hate each other beyond all other reason, sometimes you have to just make them kill each other and have one take the land and then just move the fuck on. And that worked pretty well so far. And also, I have many friends. Some of them are yours.
From what I'm aware, yes, but there's difference in weight.
I would absolutely agree with that. Yeah, I mean, what are you guys doing? John shows up with Reaper and is just like,
Yeah,
Just
I'll
holding
definitely.
it.
Yeah, definitely gonna put my hand like Tedric's shoulder, and it's like he wants just whispering to him. It's like he wants you to hurt him, so don't.
Jesse, I think you're muted.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I was
no,
No,
you're fine.
you're-
It was Jesse.
no, Jesse. We're talking to Jesse.
Sabrina, you're good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What I said was I take Reaper by the sheath.
Yeah.
And as she said, I think he wants you to hurt him. No, I'm not going to hurt him. As
I have
long
a
as you're
question.
okay.
Yeah.
As long as my family is okay. I will sacrifice all for my family.
Really? He says, I didn't take you for that sort of man, but very well. I would be willing to give the vision to you then, Tedric, if you wished. Offer still stands.
This is
Let's see how far this hole goes.
Oh.
insane.
Did,
What?
Yeah, I do
Alright.
think
I already have an heir in place. And like you
That is-
said,
that
if I died tomorrow,
no,
it
no.
would not matter.
that is not the point. I
Did you give the
The
vision?
moment-
I will tell you all, John. If he kills me, take him to court.
John
Okay.
nods. Goes,
uh,
I don't think you'll die. Well, Lord Weirlight. Okay, so
Whoa.
okay, yeah, no, you guys can say stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like before, like I'm assuming like they'll shuttle out. It makes no sense for Mariella to like be allowed to go. I do think she'll say, if we do want to get rid of, like very quietly, possibly if John is like holding dude wherever, you could let Oberon have him. Depending on how everything turns out in the end.
how everything turns out. So we're just all in agreement.
No, not
I'm
not
Madman
really.
drowned
Oh.
your father.
No,
Your
not
agreeance
exactly.
with my words
but
do
what
not
I'm
make a difference.
Oof.
Oh my.
I have decided this.
You've
My family
decided.
shall survive.
honestly, I think you should just have Oberon meet you between you and the ocean. But that's me.
He said all we need is salt water.
He
Hmm?
intends,
He intends to
drown
drown
you.
you.
But we would survive regardless of what some pop fool would say to us about spouting prophecies about the end of the world.
Yeah.
Did you give these prophecies to your wife? Why she was so afraid of you, insane after she
Yes.
woke up?
Well, no, not exactly. I told her that she wouldn't understand. She begged me to show her. I refused. So she did it herself. And well, she didn't know any better. I tried to help keep her old self together. But then again, I didn't quite know which parts of her were her anymore. Didn't know her that well.
Believe him?
Do you believe him?
Yeah, do I believe him?
Sure, sure, yeah.
That I'm empathy check. That's right. Thank
Mm.
you.
What the fuck?
That's weird. I use a destiny die to up that by 1, so it's 12. Just in case.
Yeah. You can spend a destiny. Make that 12. Yeah. So you believe him to a degree. It seems like she did something, but you're pretty sure what he's saying is true. But I think Mariella, with your 2 degrees of success, he absolutely manipulated her into doing that. He wanted her to find out the truth in that. He wanted her to fuck herself up, but he didn't want to be directly involved or responsible.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah.
This guy, I will say, both of you seeing insight into this guy's mind. You're like, this guy's crazy. He's crazy. But there is this insane gravitas to him that, I mean, every time he's spoken, a lot of you guys went real quiet, right? Like, it's just this weight to everything he is that there is. I mean, Henrik, you felt an energy like this before in that one place when you knew something was not normal, and you're you're starting to get the same vibe from this guy.
I have a question.
But it's different though.
I have a question for Tedric. How adamant is he right now? I can roll an insight on him, I guess, too, or empathy check.
I mean, I think you don't have to roll. I think you can just look at your dad and hear what he said. And
about like going through. Is it more just like Vivian with like we're just placating it, or does Tedric look? I think I know my father enough. Like, does he look serious about this?
I hate to use the words, but dead serious.
Dead serious.
Okay. I'll wait for a second.
Picks back up the teacup, just starts fiddling it again.
We can't hear you, Serena.
I'm just trying. No, I'm just trying to. I'm just trying.
Yeah, we're all
fathom. So you've decided that you're going to subject yourself to a madman's visions. And what?
So that you
What?
don't have to.
Tedric, if what he's saying is true and you believe it, you can't afford that.
I don't want to be mistaken. and lose you.
But you would subject family to the loss of you?
I'm not going to lose him. And I look at my father like, Father, I know intentions. I know you want to protect this family. You are not going to sacrifice yourself for this. If by some wild illusion he is somewhat telling the truth, which again, highly doubt. Think about this. You can start making whatever preparations you want. Help the people in our land here. I'm not going to let you throw your life away for word of this madman.
He can't
We'll
know
stop you
what
if I
is-
have to.
He can't know what is right unless he sees. I think you all should honor the scion of your household. He is. I mean, he's not making a sacrifice. He is gaining true insight.
Dying to your drowned god.
Teacher.
Teacher. Yes,
Teacher,
Mariella.
teacher.
Yes, Mariella.
Oh man. While that conversation is going, Mariella's
What's
probably
up?
gonna walk
What's up?
over closer towards Orman,
Yeah.
touch him, and actively try to dive.
All right. Yeah. Excitement. Okay, so do you remember how this works, right?
Yeah.
So you
Well,
can touch
I've
him
never
freely. It's
actively,
really
like,
easy.
tried to search.
It's
Which-
true. So what it is, so it's a will test, and it is against his passive will result.
Passive will?
Yeah.
Oh god, this is gonna be horrible. I don't think we're gonna be able to get in.
I mean, yeah, you absolutely have the dice to get in.
Pretty strong, yeah.
Oh man.
It's just gonna be tight.
Okay, so would
now you do
coordinate-
get bonus dice.
Cool.
It's not coordinate. It's I believe it's
I have
dedication.
dedication.
Yeah, it's dedication for this.
Yep. Okay.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum,
I love
bum,
how I'm
bum,
like
bum,
teacher.
bum, bum.
It's like cringing the entire time. Oh man. Please be good. A 12. I don't think that's enough.
No.
Nope.
Unfortunately, that is not.
Do
That
you
is
have
really
any
unfortunate.
destiny
That's
that you want to use?
she does not.
I
have any
don't.
destiny.
Because I had a previous intrigue
Now-
before all of this.
Now you can't. Now what you can do with this ability, I will just tell you right now, Mariella. If you want to burn a destiny,
No.
just fucking kill it. You'll just succeed.
Right there.
Sure.
Yay!
Yay!
Excellent. Mariella, you touch him and you want to dive deep, and you feel yourself. You hear the beating. You feel the rush of his blood. Except you touch him and you realize there's more than one heartbeat in him.
Oh,
Yep.
Christ.
And you suddenly feel like this doesn't actually happen in real life, but you feel him like psychically just like turn around and look at you, and he goes, "If you want to see, I'll show you," and grabs you and just pulls you into his salty blood water, and you now have a vision of yourself in like, it's all red tinted, but you're underwater and you're slowly sinking and you can't breathe.
Lovely.
And you feel instead of salt, you feel the metal coppery tang of blood.
Mhm.
I think in your mouth. Yes, it does. It does have saline in it. I will say the copper taste is more prevalent. But as you sink and struggle, you're like, this isn't real, but you start to have that real fear, that fear of drowning, that terrifying, literally the worst death fucking imaginable. And it starts to fill you with dread, and you start to feel getting sucked down farther and farther, and you look down, and in the vague shapes of the darkness you see a wide open mouth, humanoid, of what looks like a large, like a man, a bearded man, infinitely larger than who you are, just toothless, just like
Oh, lovely gums. Awesome.
yeah, as you just get slowly moved down toward him. And yeah, you see a vision of Ormond. He looks a little younger than he does now. He's dressed a little differently. He has what maybe, from the way there are men around him, he's in a boat. And it sounds like they're talking to him like he's like a captain. And from the look of everyone, it looks like he was a reaver, maybe a pirate, essentially. And you see him talking to people and sail and sailing into like a storm, basically comes onto them, and he keeps trying to sail through. Men go overboard. It's a chaotic storm, and eventually a massive wave flips them. And unfortunately, when Ormond tried to take a breath in, it was the moment the wave hit him, so he just breathed in seawater completely before he ever went in, and he just went under. And suddenly he's struggling right there next to you. And suddenly, though, as you're watching this, you feel like you can breathe again, and now you're just sort of watching, and you watch him struggle to not drown for maybe, I will say, in your mental time, 10 minutes of him just drowning. Which is, it's horrific. It's one of the most horrifying things. You've seen some shit, Mariella, at this point. This, watching a man drown for 10 minutes, constantly fighting, just still staying awake, just the utter pain racking through his entire body, never coming close to the surface, is horrific. And then you see things, because you're mostly looking for things associated with what you're looking for, and so you see him drown, and then you see him get to the bottom of this ocean, of an ocean floor, wherever that is, maybe it's closer, and then you see him go completely still, and he dies. And time passes, and you definitely see he's there for a while, body undecomposing, just sitting in the in salt water. And then you see a fishing net come by and pull him out of the water, along with some crabs that were all over him. And the second he hits air, he coughs up seawater and just gets up and seemingly alive, looking just as he is. You then see, of course, years later, you see Ormond, from what you see in his mind. You get, what is it? Oh, you burned a destiny point,
Yep.
so I'll give you 3. So I'll give you 3. 1, he was behind the Dolver incident, as he kind of said it, but like, you see what he was trying to do, which was essentially he needed the Tullisons to do something, but they're so inactive in the community. Either it needed the Dulvers to take them over to use their resources responsibly, or the Tullisons get roused up in that they finally actually start using their resources for something other than just lording it over people, and then they beat the Dulvers and get the Dulver stuff. Either way, the Tullisons are active, which he needed for some reason, or at least their lands are. As you know, they got some good lands. A lot of mines there, a lot of ore. But you don't know why specifically that one. However, I will just say, with the two others, because you Burn of Destiny, I'm giving you them, but I'm not letting you choose with them. The other one, he had absolutely no involvement with King's Landing.
Okay.
However, the third thing I'll give you is he knows who did.
Do I get anything off of that other than he knows who did?
All you know is, unfortunately, with this, he knows he did. This person does not like work for him or believe in him or whatever,
Yeah.
but they have worked together on stuff in the past. And the only thing you know about this person, because you're not getting everything,
Obviously, yeah.
but all you know is you and the family know them and like them a lot.
Can I get a feel for like how intimate that relationship is? If not, that's fine.
No.
Okay.
No. Just know that it's a positive relationship.
Got it.
That's it. Yeah, so he was not involved with that. Also, you don't think he had anything to do with Thorson's kidnapping either.
Yeah.
You think that might have been this other person.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, again, so you know them, and it is a positive relationship.
Got it.
So yeah, that's the things you design from his blood, his truth within him. You also very much believe, terrifyingly now, that he died and came back to life. You don't know how. You don't know. That's fucking insane. But you also know that you don't want to be touching him anymore because it feels horrible.
It feels icky.
Uh-huh. And you manage to pull yourself out. Yeah, so you pull yourself out and feel sick. And in fact, you can't. I would like you to make an endurance test.
Lovely. This is gonna be so stupid. So the passive is 8. I will state this now.
Okay. It's not a high TN.
No, but it could still be horrible.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like a 4.
Yeah, like a 4.
So what you see Mariella reach over and like touch the back of the nape of Ormond's neck. Ormond goes stiff and goes and then that amount of time passes, like 4 or 5 seconds, and then Mariella pulls off and goes and starts grabbing her chest and falls onto the ground trying to support herself up, like she can't breathe.
Oh,
and,
God.
And Ormond turns and like raises an eyebrow looking at her. Yeah, you go to her.
Yeah.
So
I immediately under, yeah.
Yeah, so she looks like she's like she can't breathe, or like something's blocking her airway.
And first ABC's airway breath check, and then also while I'm like, I guess holding her, can I? You know what we're gonna do? Can I get that like that twin transfer?
Yeah.
We do, yeah.
Yeah, if you touch each other, yeah,
when
that happens.
Twin powers
instantly.
activate.
Twin powers.
Yeah. So you
Twin
can't talk right
transfer.
now, Mariella, but you know you can communicate with Henrik. You can tell him that you can't breathe and there's something in your lungs.
Yep.
Okay, we have to get her to Thorson now. Cool. Okay.
I mean, who knows where he is? And
A quick Heimlich.
She's drowned. She's
Yeah.
she's suffocating. So,
Mhm.
Fuck, we don't know CPR, do we, or anything?
well, that's a healing test.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes,
I want to try.
yes,
I want to try. Yeah, as much as I can. Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
All right,
Guess
make
we're
a
healing.
healing test.
God, it's so low. Okay. I'm gonna. Oh, it's my sister. I'm gonna add a bonus die to this one.
It's my sister.
I really don't want you to die.
Okay.
Any assistance from anybody else?
Can we give assistance with healing?
With this, I'm gonna say Henrik definitely was the one who said you
Mhm.
all went to her, but Henrik was the one who
He got
first started
there first, yeah,
acting.
no. doesn't
So I'm gonna say no.
Okay, that's fine.
It's not a high TN.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, we saw what that did for me.
We saw that. Don't jinx us with that shit, Tony. Okay.
Got
Okay.
Destiny to burn. Let's go.
All right, 7. You succeed.
Yay.
Oh.
It's TN6.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you pick her up, and yeah, you pull. You remember the training you got when you went to fight on Pike, and you just start like kind of pulling up on her, and yeah, Amara, you retch out what looked like half a liter of seawater,
Yep.
and then you're breathing and you're fine. Oh, I
Yeah,
think-
I think I'm coughing and just trying to like.
Orman looks, crosses his arms and looks at you, still sat where he is, Nymoris looming over him. And he goes, "You call me a madman and you use blood magic?"
What? What is going on?
Like, of course, House Weirlight would go into the deepest and most depraved of the arts.
What happened?
I'm just coughing.
Yeah. It goes, "Your daughter tried to use blood magic to divine my thoughts. I think she got a little more than she bargained for. Apologies."
Blood.
Yes. Interesting that you call me a madman, yet your family secretly practices blood
What's
magic.
going on
My
here?
family does not
Blood magic?
practice blood magic.
Nymora.
Yeah.
You're going all just like.
We're all quiet. The twins and Nymora are oddly quiet.
Nymora
Roll
just
empathy.
this whole time is
talking
just
about?
like Nymora is just like
I'm
pretty
gonna
sure
roll
that
an
this
awareness
wasn't real.
empathy on this one.
I was pretty sure that this wasn't real. And yet,
Quiet? Oh shit, that's high. Oh, get ready to go.
I think Nymora is looking at Henrik. And
I'm just like still holding and like darting
Teedrick
my
looks
eyes
down
back
at
to Nymora.
Mariella, at the seawater,
Mhm.
because he can smell it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Looks over to Nymora, sees her looking at Hedrick, so he looks over to Henrik.
Oh yeah, I mean 16 beats his passive will. So it seems like your son knows
Something.
I believe.
knows what he's talking about.
We have talked about this before. About keeping secrets. Henrik.
Just like looking down at Mariella and like holding hands, like
If
Yes, this is all very fucking touching. And Ormond
can
will
we-
just
can we get-
fucking stand up. Are you
put a
going to
hand
seek
on
the
his shoulder.
insight? Like you touch him?
Mm-hmm. And just push him back down into the chair.
All right. When you touch him and try to apply force onto him, I would very much need you to make a will test.
Oh, hey.
come on now, or you got this. You have good will, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, I have 3. I mean, yeah.
pretty
on
good.
average.
That's fair.
better than my endurance.
I will use my destiny points to add 1.
Okay.
12. I don't know if that's gonna beat it or not, but
Come on, come on.
So a total of 12?
total of 12.
You have failed.
Yeah.
So because you were just trying to grapple him, actually nothing that bad happens.
Okay.
You force him down, but you suddenly feel like a complete jolt of like static electricity go through your body, and instead of you pushing him down, you just sit down on the ground. Like something forces your muscles to do that. And when you just forcibly sit on the ground, he looks down and he goes, he looks like really mad that just happened. And then you see him put his hand over the teacup. He goes, "Okay, are you going to allow me to give the insight, or am I just going to leave?"
You have my answer already.
Okay. Seeing as your family disagrees, perhaps shut them away. Bring me to where or from wherever we're going to do this. Bring a bucket. That will be fine. A washing bin was about the size.
No, I'm
Hey,
getting
start
up.
walking out. Sit down.
People are not doing this.
Who you saying that to? Oh, okay.
No, you are not doing
I
this.
I think Mariella at this point stops and it's like, you might want to look to your brother before you look at your son.
I stand
will
up.
deal with this if I come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I would
leave.
like. Yeah, I'm
Vivian,
gonna follow.
Vivian.
I'm following.
Okay,
him.
Vivian, you're following.
Yeah.
Is
John,
Cedric going out?
bucket.
Yes.
Yeah, Cedric storms out. Vivian follows behind her. Do you
Yeah.
go after him?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going after TJ.
No, I know you are,
Henrik.
Vivian. I'm asking Henrik.
Is Nymora staying with Ormond?
So I mean, it seems like
do
so
we have
far.
guards?
Cedric is basically going with Ormond.
John is
Oh, you're-
acquiring a bucket.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
taking Ormond and we're
They're
going
to
okay.
see water.
No,
yeah.
no one has so far. I will just say, I want to say right now, no one has said that they are moving Ormond yet.
Okay.
Ormond has yet to move. But if you go outside, Vivian.
I will go outside and I'll be like, "Let's go."
Okay,
John,
Vivian, you're
get a
like,
bucket.
no.
Yeah.
You follow out.
Absolutely.
I am also following TJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mariella, what are you doing?
I'm still recuperating from drowning.
You are, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a big deal.
It was traumatic and shitty.
Yeah.
Nymora, you can freely move. You're fine. It was just like a temporary, like weird jolt, but you're fine now.
Mhm.
And also he looks really mad that happened for some reason.
He could have burned a thing.
Hmm. So is Ormond just staying here, or?
I mean, again, this is all happening very quickly,
Mhm.
right? So Tedric leaves and he goes, "Ormond, come." Vivian runs out and along with Henrik after him. Mariella is still like like recovering on the ground from being drowned, almost drowned. Nymora, what do you do in this moment?
Yeah.
This is a moment, right? What are you doing?
Hmm. I get up off the floor.
Yeah.
Just kind of like I'm almost ashamed that happened. That sucked.
He looks upset that it
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, and look at Ormond and says, "Your man said that he saw an omen on me."
When you say that, his demeanor changes completely, and he goes, "Yes. Yes, that is true."
Come on. This way.
You escort him out? All right. You escort him out.
Lord Teacher knows what he's doing.
Oh,
Trust him more than I trust you.
Okay. Yeah, so Ormond walks with you freely. Catalina comes up to you, Mariella, and goes to like help you stand up, and goes, "My lady, perhaps I should get you back to your bedchambers and away from this utter fucking madness.
Good girl, Catalina.
But I will go and bring you anywhere you want or need. Just know that, okay?"
I think my rooms. And we might want to get your sister and Thorsten.
I will admit I've had trouble finding them, but I will do my best.
At some point, but let's just say that his god decided to give me some insight for someone that has been interfering very closely with our house, who's
No, it's very well, of course.
decided to have a guise as a friend.
Yeah. Like, very well, my lady. And she'll help you up and take you to the room. All right, with the chaos, Vivian and Henrik running after Tidric and trying to dissuade him from this. Nymora being a dutiful knight, escorting the prisoner with them. Jean looking for a fucking bucket.
It's a weird day for John, for sure.
We're going to close out on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we'll pick up on the drama next time. So don't miss it. Thank you so much for coming, you guys. Thank you so much to my players. We had a lot of fun. I love Bleak Ormond. He's so fucking weird.
He's insane.
Yeah, abso-fucking-lutely. That doesn't mean he's wrong.
Insane.
It just means he's butt fucking insane. But thank you so much for coming with me on this journey. Killer group intrigue, you guys. That was so fucking cool. That was honestly probably one of my favorite moments of this campaign so far. Of like your whole group thing, because like you saw this guy, right? You kind of needed everyone, and you were smart, and you came through. And the power move, I'm gonna tell you right now, it was really good you did that, because while he was calmly sitting there, I will say our boy did some stuff in that room that John couldn't see.
Secret
And
weapons.
it could have been very bad if things got heated. So the fact that you moved him to a different room definitely set him back a bit. So good power move. But thank you again, players. Thank you so much for watching. You can catch us again, same time, same bat channel, same bat time. And until next time, see you around.